Hello, Lolas. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click the bell to be a part of the notification squad. You can follow me on Facebook under Miss Serenity Smith and under Instagram under Miss Serenity Smith Babies. All right, Lolas. I hope everybody is doing good tonight. And I am going to say hello to the people that's already commented. Um, so I want to first say hello to Sarah Shipman. Um, oh, she says she's been been a collector for 30 years, and her oldest is Mo by Annette Hempstead. Um, and then we have Pumpkin Corner 2020. Good evening. And then we have Miss Sherman 702. So if you're seeing the highlighted green, that means those are members. So don't forget, guys, to um, join the membership. And as you guys see, we got a lot to talk about. Hey, hey, Atlas Pittman. Haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, Sunshine K. So I thought I was gonna make me some notes on what I wanted to, some of the stuff I wanted to talk about that's going on in the community, but I did not. Um I did not get get time to write stuff down. And a matter of fact, one of my homegirls ended up writing me, and she was like, "What time the live gonna be?" And I was like, "Oh shoot, let me set up for the live stream." And so 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 lots been going on. A lot of doll shows going on. Like I said before, that's a good and a bad thing. But overall, I think people are enjoying the doll shows. I can't really comment on a lot of stuff because on doll shows because I was not there this year, and I probably won't attend any. I may stop in at the Yofi show, but I promised myself I would not go back to the Yofi show because I just didn't. I didn't enjoy it per se, and I just didn't see anything. A lot of stuff there that drew my attention. But it's so close to where I live to where I could just go and not have to really it be that expensive. So I don't know, but I know it looked like with Dolls of the World. They said they had a good turnout. They said that I saw somebody ask for the numbers, and somebody did say that they had 100 more people than what they had the last year. Um, so um, so it looked like they had an increase. It didn't look like the crowd was as hyped from the outside as before, but it looked like it was a good show. So that's good for everybody involved. Because, my thing is at the end of the day, I want all artists to do well. But I do think that the doll shows are kind of hurting some of us that don't like to vend at shows and stuff like that. And then I saw like a lot of people like they might have went with 10 full body silicones and only sold two or one. And where it gives you exposure and people see your work in person. But just imagine saving up all those dolls to sell at the show and you only sell one or two. Like you could have sold them along the way. So now you got all this tied up and you've been putting your money on hold. Baby, I don't know about them, but I can afford to not eat throughout the year. So I have to sell as I go. Plus, I don't want to be confined. When I go to the doll show, I don't want to be confined sitting at no table, honey. I got to be walking around and being nosy. I got to walk around and be nosy. So yeah. So that is that. Um there's a lot of new dolls coming out. A lot of new dolls coming out. And hello, reborn baby, Mason's World. Um got a lot of new dolls coming out that I actually like. I am definitely preparing to purchase me an it's a reborn that I want that I'm definitely going to get this year. No matter what. No matter what. I'm going to get that reborn. Um hey Riri. Riri's nursery 3312. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but I want to know, like, what do you guys think about the doll shows too? Um, like, do y'all feel like this is boosting our community? It's great to have more and more doll shows, or girl, you know I might be swole like this for a long time. I am going to. I have had a couple people ask me like, will I ever vend at doll shows? And for me, it's a no. But I'm not attending doll shows this year, but I might attend next year, or I might just altogether sit it out. But I am going to. How do I do this? Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like I have that is a link for anybody that wants to join. I do say that I will set a timer now, and any guests that pop up here, like be on here for like 5 minutes and then pop off and so on and so forth. So um yeah, but we're gonna like rotate if somebody want to jump on. But yeah, hey Tanika 213. I know that a lot of people like hate for you to say that, but I've been talking to a lot of my like artists, other artist friends and stuff like that, and they feel like it has been affecting sales. And I'm not talking to people that's not doing well with their sales. They're still doing well, but they have noticed a difference. Just like the economy, we've noticed a difference. Like me, I'm one of those artists that usually don't like to do a lot of layaway or um um or whatever the case may be. And uh Susie Akers said my husband won't let me join any channels. All that I mean, you don't have to join. Like, no, that's just for people that like, if they want to, hey, oh, I cannot pronounce his name, but I know it's Hotland. That's all I know. um, hey, EVD Studio 75. Um, let's see. What is it said not connected. Wait. Okay, there you go. Hi there. So let me see if I can. How do I get the? Oh wait, I just maximized my screen, so now that it took away my comments. Okay, I have to minimize it. So hi Riri from Riri's Nursery. She's also a YouTuber, guys, and an avid collector. And I do want to
and
mention.
fan of Serenity.
Thank you. And I'm a fan of hers and all her dolls, because that was what I was gonna get to next. I know she probably ain't come on here for that, but I would say she got like a ton of dolls. And if you're looking for like pre-love babies, check out her what is it called? Reborns.com page. The link is in her video description, by the way. Thank you so much, Susie. And listen, guys, as much as I want to have a lot of subscribers and stuff like that, I'm more so like content with having like people that just enjoy the hobby like I do. Like if even people like just say, "Oh, I just watch, but I can't join." Like I can't comment. I meant to say that's fine. Like as a YouTuber, like Riri, do you like put a lot of emphasis on like people commenting or stuff, or do you just like
I'm
make
just
your
happy with
videos?
whatever I get.
That's me. That's how I was. Like I never imagined my channel growing as much as it did when I came on. I just wanted to do box openings on here first, and then I just
Yes, I'm having fun.
yeah, yeah. You just start having fun and just go from one extreme to the next. So hold on. We got Hotland joining, and then
Hey,
hey
Hotlin, that's
Hotland,
my other one. Hey, Hotlin.
and Hotland is another one that
Hi.
has a ton of babies. Um,
Yes, I do.
Pumpkin Corner 2020 also said oh, she said she's a subscriber though. Thank you so much. Susie did, but Pumpkin Corner said, I love going to the Dolls of the World. It's fun to see people that you get to know online. It's a lot of sales going on now for dolls that did not sell. Yes. And that's the thing.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, a lot of people like, why, Serenity, why won't you do vending? And I'm like, why am I going to save up all my dolls for the end of the show just for now? If you sell all 10 of your dolls and you're in the price range of like
Yeah.
how my full bodies range from 4,800 to 6,500, and you sell all 10 of them, that's great. That's wonderful. But the likelihood of that is like not that great, not at that price range, that
But
price
from
point.
when I saw the videos, I was seeing dolls more than that, and
Yeah.
the silicones, and I was shocked. I was like, wait a minute. Like,
Yeah, a lot.
what are they?
Yeah,
That
a lot
shocked
of, and
me.
that's why I say like a lot of people be like, "Oh, your Serena, your price is so high," and all this, and I'm like, "Baby, y'all
No,
ain't
it's
seeing
not.
what these other artists are charging."
Man, but her
Like,
quality is so
Much
good.
better. Much better.
exactly. Thank you. But yeah, so
I ain't let go of
Susie,
not one of
and
my Serenity babies.
thank you so much. And I appreciate you saying that mine would sell. And trust me, I hope that some of them would sell. But in that price bracket, I just don't think that many. And then saving them all up. I'm gonna get to you, Jasmine, in a second. I don't think saving them all up like that is gonna be beneficial for me and my household if this is what I'm doing like full time right now. So like
Mm-hmm.
that means I can't sell these dolls. And what am I going to be doing? How am I going to be making money up until then? Some of these other people may be able to do that. And yeah, I could put all the strain on my husband and let him like finance everything, but then
That's what I
I
brought up in
might
my
not.
last in my other video where I talked about my husband's that person. You know, when you got a good man, they're like, yeah, just do whatever you got to do, but you have
Mhm.
to also be self aware to where you're paying attention. I don't need my husband having a stroke
Exactly,
because
trying to take care of us in our
try to take
hobby,
care of
right?
everything.
Right.
No,
That's
thank
what
you.
I'm saying. I'm like, no, I
I'd
don't want
rather
that.
have my husband. Thank you.
Yeah, and then he's tired and worn down, and we're just over there like, well, we
I'm
can
having
have
fun.
a
No, thank you. No.
new box opening, baby. Don't worry about
Thank
your heart over there beating super fast. You'll be all right, baby. Here,
no,
change this
thank
baby
you.
diaper.
I know.
But
Yeah. The day when somebody get me a doll, frick, I done got all my dolls myself.
yeah, me too. I've been buying most of my dolls, but he's like, yeah, I mean, we can buy dolls, but he was like, not that many, like not like all the
No, I
time.
have bought all dolls myself, but being honest, I've got 7 kids. I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I got goals, and my goal is to be a stay-at-home mom, which means I have to be picky and choosy. And I'm grateful of what I have, and also I'm grateful for the fact that if I do decide to slow down, I'm grateful that I still have the opportunity to save and get a Serenity baby. That's what I want. That's what I care
Thank
about.
you. Yeah, it's
I can't
and that's
believe how
why.
many I ended up with when I was
That's how I
like, I remember
feel. Oh my
when I
gosh.
was sitting up, I remember looking in just like, I can't wait till I get to the point where I can actually afford one of these. And I just so look forward to like the whole thing of getting my first Serenity baby. And next thing you
Yes.
know, I think I can count them on 2 hands now.
It's crazy. Like, don't you think back to the first time when I know it was so funny. Sasha's like, they'll be all right when we were talking about the men like paying for our dolls and having heart attacks. She's like, oh, they'll be all right. But she was like,
Mm-hmm.
just kidding.
Reality
But
testing.
one of the oh my gosh, I knew somebody was gonna say that. Sasha talking about in the words of Carisha, and I know Riri might not know this song, but you might because you might have seen it on social media. But she talking about spin that.
Oh,
But no, but for real, like in the beginning when we first started collecting, we'd be like, oh, we're not gonna do this. We're only gonna buy one doll, and this is our budget. That's the biggest thing. Like I had a budget. Okay, for reborns, I was not going over $500. Period. And then silicone, nothing over 2,500. Period. Like that was it for me. Don't ask
that's
me
how I
what the most
started.
I spent on
I don't
silicone.
know.
Don't
I don't
ask
even
me
know how
what the
those
most I
numbers
spent
came
on
up,
reborn. I don't want
but
to talk about
yes,
it.
I was the
We ain't
same
gonna
way.
talk about it.
Same way. And then here
Yeah.
I am,
But I will
6 years
say
later, 7
that
years later, and my husband's
I
like,
will
"You
say that
said," and I'm like, "I know."
yeah, I will say that I would say that my silicone babies, I've gotten good deals on them, that to where I got ones that could be worth more than how much I paid for them.
And that's good. Like, and I will
Yeah.
say that, like, I know I know, Hotlin will be like, "Girl, this is not a boo boo," and Yarlise did that to me too. She's like, "Girl, what is the boo boo?" And I'm
I know I
like,
get
"But the
excited
thing
when
is,
you call something a boo boo. I'm like, ooh,
Oh my,
can I
me too. Oh my
can
gosh.
I
I'll
get
be
it?
it's
so
like
excited.
I'm like,
I
so
look at a
anal.
baby
Hey,
and like,
Ray's Reborns and April Webb, and Jasmine Johnson. And I don't like if I have a vision in my head, I don't know what it is about me. Like if I could want this doll to have a more purpley lip and it come out a little bit more reddish, and I'll be like, this is a boo boo. I messed
it's
up. Like,
somebody's cup of tea though.
yeah. So
Thank you.
but one of the comments, guys, that was in the comment, and let's talk about this. She said, yeah, Jasmine said, every doll she was seeing at the doll show was high priced, where barely was affordable. And then she said, I hate how the affordable options are still super pricey, but the quality is significantly reduced in the name of affordability. Okay, so hold on. Oh, this isn't. Oh, somebody private messaged me. I won't say who because apparently they don't want it to be said out loud. But they were like, "I've never seen anyone create a Kent or a Greta to
Oh,
look so amazingly real as gorgeous as I've seen you create them." Um, Actually, you're looking at the Greta owner. Riri has Greta, which is Solomon. I think her
I
screen
love that
froze.
baby.
Yeah, or
Let
maybe
me
no,
babysit.
she's reading something. But yeah, um so okay, so when you say like affordable affordable options. So here's the thing, what we have to be, and I'm gonna be fair, I'm gonna play both sides. I'm gonna be an advocate for both sides. So
mm-hmm.
we can say these are affordable options. So when I say um affordable, yeah, I don't know why it's like it's Sapien, but maybe it's public. I don't know. But we can say
Yeah, YouTube
affordable.
has ability where you can message now. I saw that update.
Oh, I saw that too. So now that when
Yeah.
you say affordable, I might say I have affordable. This is affordable, baby, and I may say it's a price affordable. But when I say affordable, it might be like, well, I don't use that word as much. I might say a reduced price or a good price, but even that is can be right. It could be what I consider a good price might not be a good price for you, but it might be affordable considering what my babies normally cost. So if I normally sell this same sculpt and this same baby for like $5,800 and I got it marked at $3,800, that's affordable. That's a good price baby is what I might say. But somebody else will look at it and be like, girl, that's still high.
Yeah.
But you gotta think, honestly, and I know y'all might laugh at me when I say this, but I mean this from the bottom of my feet. Is that a thing? Yeah. Um $350 is really affordable for a doll to somebody that doesn't collect, right?
Yeah.
$500 is even more expensive. But to like avid collectors that know what these dolls cost, 2,500 for a full body silicone that's actually nicely painted, rooted.
That's cheap.
That's cheap. And like a non-collector or somebody just coming into the community be like, girl, that's not cheap. Like we know that that's not a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Trust that. We know that.
But
But
yeah,
in
I
the big
understand that. Yeah.
scheme of things, we feel like, hey, this is yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe when they were saying affordable, maybe that's what they meant by it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I could
And girl, my husband understands it now. Like when I would show him the difference, I'm like, babe, this is what this is. This look at this doll, look at that. Once he started seeing that, then he understood it to where I'm like, do you want me to get this one? And he'll be like, no, babe, that's settling. Like, don't do that. Save your money, or we'll see if we can work that out. But even he started to understand, so he wasn't mad about the price points because he understood it. It was just me understanding that, okay, I need to chill out.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes
I would argue I've chilled out.
Yes, Sasha.
I've chilled out.
yeah, and then the thing is sometimes we need that balance. We need somebody to be like, hey, slow down. Like my homegirl, she be shopping all the time. I'd be like, now you know you didn't need to go buy that $150 sleeper for that baby. And she'd be like, yes, I did, because I don't have this in my collection. I'd be like, okay, sis, you got it. Then I'm like, no help, because when she showed me the picture, I'd be like, oh, that is so cute. Like, instead of saying, girl, you don't really need that. Okay, so Sasha was saying, yeah, because affordable at
That's
Saks
yeah,
ain't affordable at Shein. Right. Like,
it's so
so
true.
yeah, so exactly two different affordables. And that's a really good way to
No, and my daughter,
explain.
because my daughter would be like, "Oh, mom, look at my outfit." And I'm like, "Oh, it's beautiful." And she's like, "I bought it on Shein." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Well,
Yeah.
baby, we have two different jobs, so you go ahead and shop on Shein."
Yeah, and it's like, don't get me wrong, like I'll see some stuff and I might like it, but I know the difference. I know that I'm not going into
Mm-hmm.
I can't even pronounce some of these store names because baby, I shop on budget. But when it comes to other things other than dolls, but
I
but I
know.
don't even
I could be
like I
extra on
know I can
everything.
get this. Like I can't go to the Gucci store and think I'm gonna get the same price as Burlington.
Thank you.
I'm
Now
I was
that
going there looking for my
that's
$35
crazy if you
purse, and
think
they
that.
finna be like, "Girl, you're not even finna get a little receipt for that." Like,
Honestly, I agree more with the term reduced versus affordable.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
yeah,
I agree with that.
yeah, I do, and that's why I try not to use affordable because I think I saw somebody else say that before. So I don't say affordable because I don't know what's affordable to each
Exactly.
individual. So I like to say
Exactly.
like, oh, I have a special pricing or
Because
Hmm.
reduced.
it's to every person. That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
like, and I
Now,
will
when
say
I went to
good.
West Coast, I did hear. I heard some artists say they reduced because of it was being the first show.
Okay. And then a lot
I don't know if
of
you heard that.
collectors think when they go to doll shows they're gonna get a good price. Back years ago, when you went to the doll show, you got special doll show prices and stuff. But now these artists, they're not charging their doll show prices is the same as actually when you buy offline. I
You
mean
just don't have to
online.
So,
pay shipping.
Silicone Studios, they did their special dog. They did the show pricing, which I was so happy they did.
Okay, so she's saying, I guess I feel like there isn't really a medium anymore. It seems like there's only extreme and the absolute minimum.
Minimum.
So are you saying that you didn't feel like the quality matched the prices? Because I mean, that can happen. If that's what you're trying to say. But here's the thing, the community. Oh gosh, y'all gonna get me in trouble with this topic. I'm gonna skate past this topic a little bit. But Jasmine, you be having some your questions and your posts in these I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, okay? Your posts in like a lot of those like groups and stuff, I see the younger version of myself when you make these posts, and I just be like kind of cringing but kind of laughing, and then sometimes I be like yes, but then I be like, don't do that, don't say yes, because she says things that are very thought provoking, and a lot of people can't like stomach that in this community because everybody's censored. But also you got to be very careful, and I say this is why I say I'm gonna hold your hand with this, because you got to be very careful being a mini, and I'm not saying you trying to be like me or nothing like that, I'm just saying being a mini me, because people will label you as rough or um harsh or a problem child because you're speaking freely in truth or your truth or how you feel. This community can't always handle it. So I get with some of her, a lot of her posts, like in general, where she be coming from, but I'd be like, ooh, they ain't finna like this one.
When the community can't handle it, that sounds like a personal problem.
I'd be like, oh baby, they finna fall
But
out.
the funny thing is, they can't handle it, but they'll be the main ones crying about sales are slow. Why are
Yeah.
sales so slow? That
So
think of the
sometimes that's why I say
economy.
sometimes I have to listen to my collectors. What's needed, I go with the economy. It's a lot, but some people don't have good business practices either. Um, but and I feel like some people I saw this year, and I like I said, this kind of get this topic give me trouble. I saw some artists raise their prices like $2,000 more, and like your work, you didn't put not nail extra vein on that baby. Like it was like no extra quality in it, from the year before. So why is you going up higher for this thing? Or like, or for instance, this is me, and I'm one that stand on business now. But if your dog haven't sold in 2 or 3 shows, that's 3 years. You've been holding on to this dog. And you every year you coming with the same dog and it's not selling. Baby, at this point, baby, I'm gonna hold your hand gently while I say this to you, my love. You might need to lower the price because it ain't going nowhere. Like 3 years and you still, but baby, I give them like I listen at the same time. I'm like, you go ahead, baby, you stand on that. They said, baby, I'll let it sit here until it disintegrate.
All right, well, then enjoy your dog.
Yeah, so some dogs I feel like that on. But anyway, let me read some of these comments. Okay, hold on.
No, at the same time, you got to still know when to
When to
Yeah,
let
you
go.
lower
gotta
that
pause.
price.
You know, sometimes I be like so mad when I be like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and lower this price because baby, I need this out of my house. At this point, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And I don't want to say it publicly because I don't want y'all to feel away, but I be like, this little bald-headed, ugly behind dog, I need this out of here. Because at this point, now I'm mad at the dog. Like now everything is wrong with the dog. That's what because I should have did this to it and I should have, and I'm just sick. See, you won't even sell. Like, I don't even want to dress you. Like, for real, like, get out my face. Like, for real, like, I can't stand you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you be just so mad. Like, why is this dog not selling? And sometimes I get mad with y'all. And I be like, y'all so stupid. Like, this dog actually better than the one you paid XYZ for. Like, and y'all so stupid. Can't y'all see this is better work right here? But I'll be like, okay, fine. I can't say all that out loud, but okay. But I really do be going through it in my head. Like, why is this one?
It
Because
don't
I had
always.
one dog and I loved it. And I was just like, it sat longer than any of my other dogs. And I'm like, maybe I'm not photographing it well because that dog's skin tone was like anyway.
Pictures.
But
But it don't always be the paint job.
it be the sculpt sometime I know. And my
Yeah.
friend tells me she says a lot of times I be picking ugly babies, but maybe I was an ugly baby or something. And that's what I
I mean, it's
like.
cute to somebody, but
Right. And then she be like, girl, that's because you gotta stop picking all them ugly babies, you know. And I'm just like, but they be ugly cute. I be like,
yeah, everybody got their different taste on what ugly
yeah.
cute is, what cute is, what just plain ugly is.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Because I know I've been
so
choosing some dogs that
Sasha
people think are
said, but
ugly.
affordable is not incorrect. The market has to be taken into consideration both what the artist's work goes for and what other similar works goes for, not to mention cost of supplies and kits. Okay, I but I guess like I agree with what we have to take in consideration, but um affordable like well, I guess it'll be affordable to us, but we don't know if it's affordable to them because we don't know what their budget is like. And then okay, and then Sunshine Case, I feel like when I went to the expo, there was more Caucasian variety than ethnic silicone variety at the Dolls of the World Expo last year. Um,
That's
I'm
ugly.
sure that's an ebb and flow though, because there's so many shows.
and then well, it's always gonna be how do you feel about silicone toddler kids? Okay.
Not fine.
I didn't like them at first, and I didn't think I was gonna like them. Is that a baby crying? Oh, Tuka Nuka.
Uh,
Wait, that's
that's
Jen.
Jasmine. I mean, not Jasmine, Jen. I can't
Jen
wait to get
looks
mine.
like she really do look like Kit a little bit because you could well, you definitely could tell the sculptor because I was like, wait, you didn't never buy a kit from me.
No,
But
I never did get a kid.
yeah, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. But okay, so I didn't like toddlers at first. But in silicone, but then when I got my big baby, he's not really a toddler, but he's like what we consider in the doll world toddler size. My Zozo and Tiger. I'm
Mhm.
like, oh my God, I want to paint one of those big toddlers so bad. But and I feel like honestly, painting bigger babies is easier than the smaller babies, but that's a lot of work and a lot of time. And
A
then
lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of paint.
yep, I now as far as what Sunshine K said about the Caucasian versus ethnic silicone. So I feel like almost every doll show, um, it's gonna always be predominantly Caucasian babies for the most part, because
Aren't they easy?
but I think that there are starting to be more and more uh AA or ethnic, so-called ethnic or whatever we call them in the community, babies being and biracial babies being painted, because now it's like it's so everybody wants to paint them. And like I seen some, and see, y'all gonna get me in trouble. Let me see how I can put this where it's professional. Um, I seen like a lot of people like making attempts, I'm gonna say that, at painting those skin tones. The thing about you have to do one or two things when painting ethnic babies. You have to either really study real babies of color, or you have to actually also be familiar with, like, have them in real life, be around them in real life. Because I say that because there's some artists that I know that do not be around like black people or black babies, but they do pretty decent at it because they've taken the time to actually study like the different details. Because not every black baby have a darker forehead, not every black baby have darker fingertips. And I see people will do that. They'll have the lightest baby. Okay, and I'm not gonna even correct y'all because I'll be laughing. I'll be wanting y'all to get it wrong. I ain't gonna lie. Let me shut up. I'm gonna go ahead and move on
Well, and
because
the
that helps
problem
me.
is
Like I ain't gonna lie.
all,
Like I'll be lying if I be like, girl, I like when you get it wrong because it just
but
like
see,
throw
the thing
everybody
is,
else off.
black people. The problem also is black people aren't a monolith. People call like someone will call me black, but I am so far from just being black. I am so mixed. My parents are mixed. So what someone will look at me and say, "Oh, you're just black," and this is what your baby would look like. No, my babies came out white, so you don't know what a person's baby would look like at birth. And so that's the other issue as well. When I was born, baby picture of me, my mom was like, "Oh, you looked like a little white baby," and the
Mhm.
white lady next to me,
Same.
the baby could have been swapped at birth. So it's just like because of a mixture. So that's the thing. Everyone calls something black, and then it's like, wait a minute, black is this, but then they put everything into this one bucket of black, and
Mhm.
that's the
Yeah.
mistake that is being made.
Yeah, I was born and they thought they was handed the wrong baby
See, that's what I'm saying.
because I
That's
was because
that's
I
the
was so
problem.
I was so
You're
white.
I bet that's what I'm saying. Like that's the thing. It's like it's such a you don't know. It's just such a
Yeah.
mixture,
And it's
especially
like
American black.
it'd be so
Mhm.
funny, like when I see, and I think we've talked about this before on here, where we'll see like people say, "Oh, this is a biracial baby," and like aesthetically, it looks it's more what we would consider a black baby, not
Hmm.
biracial. And I'm like, this baby is darker than me, and you're talking about it's biracial, like. Yeah, we wouldn't consider that. But see, that's each his own and everybody have an opinion. But here's the thing, if that baby is cute, I don't care what you called it. If you got the painting look
Exactly.
good and stuff, I don't care what you called it. If I like it and I want
Hmm.
it, I'm gonna get it. You can call it Caucasian if you want to, but when it get in this household, it's gonna be black.
The
You
baby
know
gonna
Thank
what
you.
be
I
what I
know.
decide it is.
I mean? It's gonna be whatever I want it to
Because
be.
Yeah.
Like,
Serenity, my big boy from DMA Studios is black. So
yeah, so like that's what we gonna do. But yeah, we gonna do what we want to do. But Sasha said I'd rather people leave ethnic skin tones alone than to do it poorly and try to gaslight me into saying they're well done.
I agree.
Yeah,
Like you said, Serenity, that's what I was gonna say. There's been a lot of attempts.
yeah, it is, and it's like,
A
but
lot
here's the
more
thing.
attempts than there usually was because people think that they can do it all. Like,
Yeah, and it's like, here's the thing, like in the thing about this community too, like they always root for the underdog, or they always like it's like a popularity thing, or like say like I'm not a lot of people cup of tea. I know I have my Lolas that love me and support me, but I'm not everybody cup of tea. So they're not gonna like you like when I post in some of these groups, a lot of these groups, I might get a couple likes here and there. I'll see a baby that baby know y'all know that baby don't look a hot mess, and they'll like have 100 likes on it because they want to be validated by this artist and stuff. It don't bother me, but I'm sitting there saying to myself like y'all really gaslighting this person, and that's why they're not getting any better, and their prices is going up higher and higher. and y'all are getting this airbrush 1, 2, 3 paint job, and I'm okay with that because, like I said, I ain't finna tell them they doing nothing wrong. Why I'm gonna help them get better? That's not gonna help my sales. Go ahead, girl, you got it.
That somebody will like it.
A desperate person.
Exactly.
Yeah, some people
Stay
who like them
respectful
little
and
ugly
speak your mind
babies.
as long as you do not back down and believe words. Yes, with um yeah, some of them when I see Jasmine says she's surprised I see her posts. I see a lot of your posts, believe it or not. I read through the comments and stuff, but I don't comment because as an artist now and not just being just a collector, anything I say is going to be scrutinized. And not only that, just because I am, and I don't want this to sound cocky, but just because I'm Serenity Smith, they gonna weigh in on me 10 times harder. I could say the same thing that Susie K say over there, or Billy Ray say, and because I said it, it's gonna be way worse. Like, so I just be like looking at it saying like, Lord, they finna, baby, what?
Girl, you know it don't
Hold
come
Well,
out
tight.
I'm
your
a
mouth the
collector
same way
only.
it
I
do
paint
everybody
nothing.
else's.
I
Yeah,
paint
it be
nothing.
like,
Collector, and so I will speak what I, as a collector, I will speak from my experience. So,
Mm-hmm.
if somebody don't want to sell to me, I got a silicone artist. I got a couple, and I got a reborn
Exactly.
artist. I got a couple. So hey, if you don't like what I say, you don't want my
yeah,
money. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
how I was as a collector, and everybody just couldn't stand it. Like, it was just like, oh my gosh, I was like the worst. But like, oh my gosh. But so somebody was asking, like, do I feel like it's fair for them to like charge more for ethnic babies than Caucasian babies? So I'm kind of split on that. Um, as far as with pricing go, let me say this. The
Isn't it
only
more time
reason I
consuming?
feel like people tend to charge more for can charge more for AA babies. Okay, for one, if you're going from a business standpoint, I think they can and get away with it because, especially if they're doing a good job, because there's a lot of people doing it, but not everybody's doing a good job at it.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's kind of hard to find. But here's the problem with a Caucasian baby, and this is just me personally as a collector. Now I'm speaking from my collector side. I'm not paying my top dollar price in my head because everybody have a price of what they're going to spend for each artist too. Like, I have a cap. I'm gonna spend this with this artist. I'm not paying you $1 more because I don't feel like it's worth that to me. But when it comes to Caucasian babies, like especially with reborns, I'm never gonna pay top dollar again on a Caucasian baby because anytime I've lost money on resale, it has been a Caucasian baby, and I'm gonna tell you why. It wasn't because the artist's work wasn't good. It wasn't because they didn't put in a lot of work. It was simply because there's so many good Caucasian babies out here. Like, you can go and for good prices because it's not as hard to paint a Caucasian baby. I don't care which way they slice it up and dice it up, as it is a good AA baby. Another thing is, a lot of people be like, oh, this baby's so neat, so clean cut. Well, if you just do skin tone and the kit is already coming in basically like a Caucasian blend, and they have to build it. I'm not saying that they don't put in a lot of work, because some of them absolutely put in a lot of work, and it takes a lot of layers as well. But you have more room for error when you're dealing with Caucasian skin tones, because you having to actually build that color, and you have to make that color. You ain't getting no help through that kit. And sometimes you got to fight against the color of the kit to build that color up. So yeah, it's much harder. But for me, I charge pretty much the same, whether it's Caucasian or AA, just because I don't know. I don't know why I don't. I just don't. Like, I enjoy painting ethnic skin tones, and so it's just like a natural thing for me. So I guess I don't feel like it's more when I'm doing the work. It don't really feel like it's more. I don't know. I just don't. But I can't say that I'm upset when they do. I think I'm more upset if the quality don't match the price.
Yeah. Oh, I
But
get upset
that's
for that.
I feel that way whether the baby is Caucasian or AA though.
Me too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's my thing.
Well, no,
Like, I don't.
I feel that way if I see a Caucasian and it's so high, like 24, 3,600 for a final baby, and I can see it at 750 or 650, and I'm like, Why is
Yeah.
yours almost $3,000, but I could get this beautiful one right here for $650? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
And once you get that, and then a lot of people say like, I don't claim to be the best silicone painter in AA, or I don't claim to be the worst either. But it's like once you start seeing, like, a lot of people like, oh, well, so and so work is just as good as that. Their work is just the same. I can get this or that. And it's like they may charge like, and then a lot of artists, they'll come out new and they'll start charging less or the same prices, and then they slowly go up. Another thing that I will say too that's funny about this community will boast you up if your price is lower. So you'll have a new artist coming out and they're charging like 2,500 for a full body silicone, painted, rooted, everything. And everybody's like, oh yeah, she the bomb. So they like promoting them and pushing them and building their head up, boosting their head up. And then the next thing you know, they start raising their prices to the same other artists' work now, because you done told them that they're great and their work is just as good as you know this top tier artist. So now they feel like they can charge what top tier artists charge. Now those same people that was boosting you up,
have nothing to say.
they ain't finna buy from you no more, baby, because they lied
They
to
ain't
you.
buying no more.
They were saying that because of your prices, but now that your
Yeah.
prices is the same as everybody else, they going to them everybody else's, and you're like, what happened? So yeah, it's crazy. Who else got what else we got going on here? Oh yeah, they were saying that they seen people do AA babies and they can't blend the bottom of the foot
Foot,
within
huh?
the top and the harsh line.
I look for that too.
Oh, I didn't seen that where there's that harsh line between.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff like and
Now there is an exception to the rule because there are some babies born with that harsh line when they're
they
darker,
do,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
but
Obviously.
And I've
their
actually
harsh
seen it.
line doesn't look like a natural harsh line.
But I will say this. I've actually seen artists in this community actually execute that perfectly, what you're talking about,
Yes.
like how the real baby have that very defined line. But I don't know how they, well, I know how they do it, but I know that theirs look way different than somebody, like it looked like they took a,
Yes.
but that's the thing, same thing about me about creases. I have an issue with, I don't put dark creases on every one of my babies because I feel like you're kind of like outlining the baby and coloring it. But some collectors feel like if they don't have all them dark creases, that ain't heavily detailed. Well, everybody have a different paint style, and that's the beauty of a thing involved too. We can sit here and say, oh, we don't like this, we don't like that, but there's somebody that actually love that and they want that. That's like,
Yeah.
I
But
might
see, I
not
think
always
that
like,
takes time too. I know for me as a collector is really understanding, and I talked about it before, where when you start to learn different artists, and that's why I'm like, you have to appreciate each individual artist and what they bring. I know I have some artists that are just like starting out, they're beginners, and I'll buy their doll because I appreciate where they are. I
mm-hmm,
can't say they
you
have
know
to be
what you're
you.
getting.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is
Yes.
that I think as for us as collectors, that's where we can gotta get blindsided. Where I could think, oh, I'm gonna get a Serenity baby for $250 over here. No, you have to be honest and look at whether that person is and what you're gonna get from them and appreciate that because they're growing.
Yep. Yep.
And that's where, as collectors, we have to learn.
And that's like when I try to collect, like ever since I started painting, I say this, like it's hard to collect as an artist because like um one artist particular, and y'all, I don't know if y'all remember this incident, but she actually have seen my babies in person and stuff. And so what I'm talking about vinyl. So when she seen hey Summer, hey Summer, I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait,
Um
I'm in here.
yep.
Hi. I had to cut my camera off, honey, because I got my Miss Silly braids in. My hair is wet. I don't want y'all seeing me like that.
Yeah, yeah, we appreciate it, but I would appreciate the silly braids because I know
Honey, in the
us
words of
Napa
Auntie
girls.
Tabitha Brown, that's my business. You ain't finna see me in no silly braids. Honey.
But yeah, it's like I'm just like I feel like when you're you're an artist and you're also a collector. And when I try to collect from certain people, sometimes it's like if I come to you and I'm willing to pay my money, I'm not expecting my work because I could have just painted myself. So when the artist like, oh, I feel a
Thank
little
you.
intimidated. Okay, I respect you for telling me that up front. But like I literally have paid for a baby in full, and the lady refunded me my money and wouldn't sell to me because she said, I've seen your work and I just don't think this is good enough for you. And I was
That's
so
crazy.
hurt. Like I was so hurt. Now, granted, like for those that know who that artist was, let me say this: she has a beautiful heart from what I've seen, and we did
Mhm.
business after the fact, and I understood where she was coming from at some point, but I was just like, girl, why you let me spend my money? I get excited about, you know, doing it. But sometimes I buy from artists simply because I just want a piece of their work in my like I collect for all different reasons. Sometimes I want
Thank
collectibles, I want,
you.
a piece of somebody's
Mhm.
work because, you know, whatever reason. But it's like if I'm spending my money, baby, trust me, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm nitpicking. Like I'm picky to the extent like I like what I like, but I'm not picky to the point where I don't understand this is handmade art,
Thank you.
Hmm.
if that makes sense.
And everybody's at different levels.
Yep.
Yeah,
And everybody has their strong points.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But
Because there's some people who can paint, but the rooting, they struggle. Or they can root, but their painting is the struggle
and that's
on
another
the
thing about the
details.
community. Let me tell you something, baby. What y'all will do, y'all will get tricked out. That's a slang. I heard that on TikTok and stuff. So y'all will get tricked out. I'm all hip now on just rooting. Like y'all will have this baby ain't got a
That's
lick of
true.
paint on it. Sometimes I'm
That's
not
The
trying to
true.
be
rooting can get you, though. The rooting
I'm
can
not
get you if
trying to
it's
be
really
funny.
good.
I
That
promise y'all,
ain't
I'm
finna
not
get
trying to be
me,
funny.
honey.
But there has been times I've been scrolling down my timeline. And I'm like, ooh, this a blank kid. Like I'm like, what kid is this? And then I realize it's not supposed to be blank because it's got hair already. So I'm like, why are they rooting it before they paint it? But then I
That's
realized
petty.
that they're like, and then like the description didn't because I don't read. I'll be first to tell y'all, like I am the most non-reading person. I visualize I like scroll down and look at the picture. Like I be liking stuff that people that I know hate me. And I be hearting they stuff and talking about beautiful baby. And then I be like, oh, that's how it works. Oops. But I just like what I like. But I read the thing talking about, oh, this baby came out with such beautiful detail. And I'm sitting
Oh
there
my
going,
god.
you can't be serious. I know you lying. Cause I'm like, and this has happened to me several times. Like I really be thinking like this, I'm like trying to figure out what blank kit this is. And then I'm so slow. It takes me a while to realize like the baby actually have rooted hair. So it's supposed to be painted.
Hmm.
Or I've been to the doll show and there's dolls that I've seen like looked amazing on photo, but when I get to the show and vice
You know
versa.
what? You know what? Let me jump in about that for a minute because I didn't go to this year's show. I don't remember. Okay, I didn't go to last year's show either. The year before, I did go to the show, and I bought at the time my most recent baby that you did, which was my Joanna K baby. Is the only Joanna K baby that you did. So I'm
Yeah.
really winning in life right now. Um, and
Don't rub it in.
and let me say this humbly. Um, and I'm biased. Put that out there, but without a doubt, best baby at the show. And honeybee, y'all ain't got to take my word for it. I mean, even Bobby's, like her sons, that was like, like putting on the wristbands on me and the baby and like other artists and stuff like that. Everybody was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, like everybody. Joanna didn't even want me to let nobody hold the baby girl. She was having a heart attack.
Yeah,
Joanna
that
ran
was
me
funny.
down.
That
Girl,
was
she
funny.
ran me down. She said, "Oh, do you know somebody have your baby?" I was like, "Oh yeah, like, yeah, somebody's holding her." She was like, "Well, do you know this person?" I'm like, "Girl, yes, that's my friend. That's my
It's
friend." She was
funny.
like, "Oh yeah." She was like, I was gonna tell you to go get her back. I'm like, "Well, no, she's
She was being
fine."
protective over her
She
baby
was,
because she was
you
so in
know,
love with her.
I'm like, "Girl,"
That did
she
happen.
was losing her mind. Very, and I felt it's a great, I'll just say this, it's an amazing place to be, to know that you have such a beautiful piece of art, and that can be appreciated by, other people. Either way, I appreciate it myself, but it does feel good when other people, like, appreciate like a piece in your collection. I was I probably saw maybe one or two babies that were like, oh, that's really cool. Um, Jackie Kramer had a newborn. It was a reborn vinyl that I saw that I was like, oh, that baby's very pretty. For the rest of the show, I was underwhelmed. And I could say that because I ain't trying to make no money off of nobody, and I'm just a collector, so I could say that. Underwhelmed. In the previous years that I have been to the shows, underwhelmed. And to me, this seems to be like a recurring thing. And it all comes back to honesty, because like you said, I think the problem is a lot of people, it's great to be supportive and it's great to gas your friends up. And I've been told a lot of times that there's something wrong with me because I'm gonna tell it like it is. And I don't mean no harm, but
Yeah,
I
like
really
you told
can't
me
help
one time
it.
that baby looked like it's got eyeliner on.
I can't
I
help it.
appreciated it later, but I was kind of, my feelings was a little hurt.
And I don't notice it. But I think the problem is that a lot of people don't have, friends or whoever it is, colleagues in the community who will pull them aside and say, hey, like this ain't it. Or people are too afraid to like actually be honest with your friends, or be honest with, like, your favorite artist or whoever it is. And then they get to the shows, and it's always a recurring thing that they have a lot of babies that do not sell. And it's like, I get there and I'm not
Yes.
wondering why, but everybody else is wondering why. It's
People
not
don't want to
that
talk the
much
truth.
of an enigma. Exactly. Nobody wants to tell the truth. And when you do tell the truth, like you guys have been saying, when you do tell the truth in this community, like, people are like, oh, she's so mean. Oh, she's so this, and oh, she's so that. But, like I always say, they're going to say what they want to say, but, they're not leaving. They're always, and people secretly, they secretly keep tabs on you, especially when you're honest. Because I remember I actually had a memory about this a couple of years ago. I made a post saying, be honest with your friends who are painting ethnic babies, because the babies are looking gray. They're looking battered and bruised. People were really, really up in arms about it. And I remember I came back and I was like, hey, this is not to call out like any one specific person, but it's really just to give you guys like a dose of honesty. And like, there were a bunch of artists that came to me that were like, girl, like, like, does this look battered and bruised? Does this look gray? Girl, I hate to tell you, but I wish we had more honesty in this community.
Yeah,
I'm brutally honest.
And this is
I've
art.
had a
This should be the realm where you can be honest. If you're an
Right.
artist, you should be able to say, and not in a mean way, but this is art. If I paint
Right.
a picture and I paint it and I'm learning and I tell you,
Right.
does this look right? And you say, oh no, wait, Cherie, you're out of the line here. I should be taking that constructive criticism to fix it instead of, how dare you?
Especially if you're trying to sell. That's the difference.
and
Yes.
especially if you know the person is saying it out of love, or like with good intent.
Mhm.
Like if
Right.
somebody says something nasty, like, yeah, I'm probably gonna rip you a new one. But
Yes.
if you're telling me something I know you're not coming from a bad place. Like sometimes, like Summer will tell me stuff, and I know she's not coming from a bad place. She just don't have no filter, and like I might be crying while I'm like, yeah, I agree. But
Oh my God.
like I'm not gonna tell her that. Like I'm not gonna let her know I'm crying. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, I
Mhm.
got you, girl. Yeah, that's right. I'm
Wow, that's
fix it.
crazy.
I'm in there like trying to breathe. Like, but I appreciate it, because like, don't have me out here looking stupid. Like, don't be telling me, girl, that's it. That's the
Never
one.
that.
And then
Never
I'm going
that.
out here and then everybody looking like that
Not
ain't
him
the
looking
one.
stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody has to be honest.
Yeah, even Hotlin will tell me the truth. Like, and Riri, she's never told me anything bad yet, but she will. I feel like she will if I ask her, or like I know Yarlise, if sometime I would send her like my work in progress.
Well,
and
I'm
she'll be
still
like,
very amateurish to a certain point when it comes to
yeah, and like they'll say like, well, it's not my favorite sculpt, but I'm
an
can
amateur.
appreciate.
Yeah.
I can appreciate,
Hey, but that don't even being an amateur, you still can critique some stuff. Like
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
paint
still-
dolls at all.
Well, yeah, there's
Yeah.
certain
But I
now.
feel
No,
like-
I have gone to Serenity and I've been like, is this the way it's supposed to look? Like I'll go.
Yeah, because you know, like
but,
even
but it's not her work. It's usually somebody else.
yeah, but it's like the thing is, it's like this is handmade art, so it's not going to be
Yeah.
perfect,
Yeah.
but
Exactly.
it is just too, you know, like you said, it's just about being honest. Like I don't like publicly, I don't want you, and I don't need everybody telling me every little flaw I make or nothing like that. But some stuff, like if you like, oh, I really like, I
Not
like when
public.
you do this, or
I
to
wouldn't do public.
me, that's not my thing when you do that, or something like, especially with my customers that buy from me repeatedly. Like I sometimes I grow from so, or I don't like people to micromanage me when I'm working
Nobody
for
like
them
that.
per se, but there's been times I've had certain people like actually say, hey, you know, I like so and so, and I will like take myself outside of the box, and then I learn something different or something like that. But that's just like, that's part of growth. Like if you can't take constructive criticism, or if you can't, you know, you can't grow from something or try to learn, like you're never gonna go anywhere. Like staying stagnant. It's people in this community that been like losing paint on their dolls, or dolls been the same since I got in the community 13 years ago, and they haven't grown. Like their work still look the same from 13 years ago. And that's, to me, is like a person that everybody is, because they're still selling without growing, without fixing the issues that they've had ongoing and ongoing. That's like the height of
They're
gaslighting
one step
somebody, and
ahead of a Target doll.
they're
That's
never
why.
growing.
They're one step above a Target doll, and their
Yeah.
audience is either young people who don't see the difference. Because I know when I first got in, that's how my eyes were. I was used to manufactured dolls I saw at Target, and so when you see some, you're just like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Till you see the ones that
Yeah.
can breathe, and then when you see that, that is a whole nother story to your eyes.
Yeah.
But you know, that's the thing, is that some people like their dolls to look a little bit more dolly than realistic.
That's true.
And
That's true.
because obviously when you start to go for like perfection, like there's perfection in realism, and then there's perfection, like flawless. Flawless, obviously that's more of a doll than it is a real baby, because a real baby got blemishes, they got scratches.
Yeah.
But some people don't like that on their babies.
And that's what I
just
gravitate
because
to.
it's realistic don't mean they like it.
So and here's the thing. Here's two things can be true at the same time. So here's the thing where I like to do sometimes. Some of my babies, I like, there was one baby, it was my favorite baby. It was Peanut by Melanie Ingle or something like that. But I bought the doll from Silicone Studio 2, Joy. That doll, in my opinion, just personally, she was one of my personal collections. Her skin tone was one of my best skin tones ever. That baby, and the body sculpting on that baby was like one of my favorite sculpts. I didn't wasn't too in love with the face because it was a little mush, like, but I fell in love with that baby, and the paintwork was, but guess what? That baby didn't have a lot of blemishes. I mean, it did have like a little bit of a rashy for it, but it was more of what I call peaches and cream, where it was more less like all the heavy mottling and stuff like that. It was very like more skin tone. The details was actually in the skin tone, like the depth and the different undertones was showing through that baby's skin tone. And so that's the time where you can have a baby that doesn't have all that hyper realistic like things going on, that'll look super super real. But what you're talking about is the ones that just have a basic skin tone. They're not doing no undertones under these babies or nothing like that. It literally looked like it's monotone. It's one color, no variation, very neatly done. The nails might have like more detail than anything on the baby, and then they will, you know, do a very beautiful root job, and then but the baby look dolly. Or it could be the sculpt. The sculpt can also look very dolly sometime too.
But you can have a sculpt that look very dolly, and your skin and your paint job make it look more realistic.
Yes, I've seen
that's true. It can flip both ways.
Yeah, so, like literally it can go a lot of different ways. But yeah, I'm talking like even like some real babies, they can look so flawless that they look like a doll.
Yeah, true. And that's
that's true. That's true.
And we're like, oh, they look like a doll. Yes.
And some people want like you said, some people just really just some people collect dolls because they love dolls, and they're
Hmm.
not collecting for hyperrealism. And either way is okay because it's their money.
Hmm.
Like there's
And I go
an
for
art
both. That's the thing. Some I
Me
want
too. I like
dolly,
dolls and
and
I
some
like
I want
babies.
hyperrealism. Yeah, I want
there,
both.
there's an
Hmm.
artist that I absolutely I think I love her as I love her personality. Um I love her work, but her it's not necessarily, how do I put this? It's not I, it doesn't it might not have as much of like a depth that I like. I mean, I ain't gonna say that I like that I would usually go for, but it's something about her work I think is like, I don't know, it's just special. And I would collect one of her dolls and I would probably pay a decent penny for it because I
Hmm.
just want one of her pieces of art in
Yeah,
my collection. I
and
think that
I
she
fully
nails
understand
the
that.
skin tone. She also nails the skin tone of of the darker babies, like down. Then there's another artist that I was collecting from at one point that actually that does vinyl too, that actually her work, like somebody said this in here before, they said sometimes there's an artist that is not really known that have some better dolls. Her reborns, once I had one of her reborns and the darker skin tone, I was like, why am I buying from anybody else? At the time, she wasn't like rooting or whatever, but I'm like, I could send this baby off to get rooted if I need to. But her skin tones in the darker, like the really dark skin tones, was amazing. And she don't charge like, well, back then I don't know what she's charging now, but she was not like overly expensive. And I don't even mind saying who that artist is. Like Pickles and Tea. If y'all remember, I had the little the what it
I don't
was.
know
It was
that
a
one.
by Laura Tudor Ross or something like that. But that baby was so pretty, and the skin tone was so realistic in person. Like, and I had just got a prototype baby from another big time artist, and I had paid like triple what I paid for this other doll. And I promise you, it didn't have no more detail. It didn't move me no more than the one that I had paid like a fraction of the price for. And like a lot of people don't really like, a lot of people know of this artist, but not like mainstream, you know what I mean? Like the other artists. And I'm just like, yeah, people be sleeping on like some of these artists that's not like out here trying to make a big name for themselves. They like skating under the radar. Like sometimes
And see,
I
that's
would,
the ones that should be at doll shows.
right.
I'm
Well, for
skating under the
exposure,
radar with
but
my
she's also
collection.
an artist that don't want to get, she don't want to blow up. She like it being like
Oh,
how
okay.
it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
I
just,
feel
I
that
wish,
so hard because that would be me.
yeah, I sometimes I wish that sometime I wish that I had started painting first and like just did a website. And then like I love like connecting and having my Lolas and stuff, but sometimes I feel like it's a catch 22 because sometimes when people write me, I feel like I'm like I'm their homegirl and like, no, this is business. And then it's like, oh, do you want to do me any kind of way when it comes to business? But um you don't do this with other people, but you feel like because I'm, a YouTuber and you somewhat like they feel like they've known me because I've been for years. Like now we're doing business more like friends. Like no, like it's still
Mhm.
business. Or I've had people make like extra requests, and I get it, but like they'll say like want me to make like do a lot more stuff, like a lot more videos, a lot more this. That part I get because if you're a Lola, your baby needs to be, you want it on the channel and stuff like that. But sometimes, like if it's really extremely busy, or if I don't do it, if you don't request it and I don't do it automatically, because if it wasn't in my personal collection, like my personal babies, of course they're going to be on the channel and stuff like that. But your baby, that if I'm doing a custom or something like that, it may not be on the channel as much as my babies that like I already
Person.
painted and it was a it was a baby that you bought after I painted and it wasn't a custom, or because here's the thing, I don't have to market that baby because people already seen it a lot, and then it was my baby. So I'm not thinking that I need to do a video, but some people will be like, well, why you didn't do a video of my baby? I'm like,
Yeah,
because
and
it's
they're weird for that.
old and
They're
I don't want
weird for that. Yeah,
to shut
I just take it personal.
up.
Like
they are.
if my baby
I'm
ends up
That's
in
like,
the
wait,
weird.
video,
I
I
didn't
love
notice you
it.
was
But
back on here, and all I hear is you're
Yeah,
weird. And I'm
quietly.
like,
Yeah, they're weird for that, honestly. Yeah, no, but that goes back to how people feel entitled to,
mhm.
access to you, your time. Like you said, at the end of the day, it's business. Um, but people do have a problem with parasocial boundaries. They don't they don't know where to draw it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, you could still do a website. I don't know.
Yeah.
but
Well,
it's
see, and I feel like as a friend, when I feel like I'm close to somebody, I know my friends. I know my best friend. If you're my best friend or my friend, I just trust you, so I'm not gonna hound you. And I'm
right.
Exactly.
gonna expect if you're my friend, I'm gonna expect it's gonna be the best no matter what because you're my friend.
Exactly.
Or
And if it's
like
your
people,
business, it's gonna be good anyway because you want to sell your doll. So that's what I'm saying.
right.
Like,
And then the other thing is like people, I've had people like, talk in the background, or they said it directly to me and say like, feel like the people that if they buy a lot of dolls from me, like as if they're getting their dolls for cheap, or they're getting their dolls for free or whatever. And I'm like, my friends in this
we still
community,
pay.
they're the ones that don't ask me for a discount. They never ask me for a discount. Even if I offer them a discount, they don't even be wanting to take a discount. So
Hmm.
that is farther from the truth. Like they appreciate my work. And I feel like here's the thing, I think a lot of people don't even understand what a friendship is. Like it's not taking advantage. Yes, you're gonna have some advantages. You're gonna have, you might be the first to know, or you might get
Hmm.
the first
Mm-hmm.
pick sometime, but you're not gonna take advantage of your friend just because it's your friend. Like you're gonna
Hmm.
want them to win and succeed. And supporting someone
Thank
is
you.
not just
That
saying,
would
yeah,
make
girl,
her.
you're doing a great job, but give me that dog for free.
Yeah, that is also weird. Wow, you hitting the nail on the head.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the
That
thing.
is also a weird thing to
I
do.
don't have
That's
such
spicy.
expectations. It just be like with some things I'll step out on a limb like, hey, if you sell that, let me know.
Right. And it's like,
Absolutely, yeah.
yes, hey Dee, hey Shelly,
Not so much
Denise
as I
and
need it at
Shelly.
this price, just whatever price you selling that for, let me know and we'll see where I'm at that time.
Yeah,
Listen,
like
if you're a
and
friend and you
Thank
really,
you.
really appreciate someone's
Or
work,
it's
or
also
if you're a
yeah.
fan and you really appreciate their work, then if you don't have it today, then you know what? Put $20 down for 365 days and see how it go next year. And hope that that person's talent will bring them to the next year, because you
Mhm.
know that that's how they eat. So again, this is something that flabbers my ass. You know what I'm saying? That people would
Yes.
actually come up and say, "Oh, I'm such a
Yes.
big fan. Can I have a discount?" Like you're weird. Why are you weird?
I need
Just be
because I need
normal.
you to be successful. That's what does not make sense.
Right.
It's like I need you to be
Yeah,
Because
I need
successful
you
and
to
so
then
you
keep
can
doing
get the
this
this.
is
doll.
your income. This
Right.
is your friend's
Thank you.
income. And you want them
Yeah.
to
She
you want
can't
them to
paint
make
in
I
the
less
need you
dark
to do
money.
your
like she
work.
always say. She can't paint in the dark, y'all. Come on.
let me tell you, the lights went
Let's
out
be
in
so
here
for real. Some
one
people look
morning when I
like
was
they
getting
do.
ready to paint. I was so mad
Okay,
because I was
Highland.
like, let me open it. What Highland said.
She said some people look like they paint in the dark.
Like it must have been you must have been painting in the dark to think that baby got some color on it because
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I've been tempted to
We
paint in
gonna
the
get in
dark.
trouble,
Trust me.
y'all.
When that light go out, yeah, y'all gonna get in trouble. Y'all getting canceled. Good thing y'all not painting and selling. Because
Bet
y'all
I'm
would get
already
I have
canceled for
canceled.
that.
I have a
I don't
large
paint and
collection, so
sell
I'm not
and I
hurting
don't
for
have a page
dolls.
for my dolls.
Y'all already
I
got
am
too
not
many
hurting for
kids.
dolls.
And they been canceled me, honey.
I'm
They can
Oh
good.
my
cancel me. What
gosh.
they gon' I don't do lives. We fine.
I'm not hurting for
I
dolls.
got the biggest ops. I love it
I
here.
get canceled, my husband gonna be happy.
That's the
He's
thing
not.
too.
My
Like,
husband's right here, and he just went yes.
He gonna say
Like
finally.
I be telling them like, y'all sit up there and say like, oh, I'm not gonna sell you a doll. Like, girl, do you know how many people gonna take this money for a blank kit? Like, I could
Thank you.
care less. Like, don't sell it to me then. Like, that's you. Like, I
mhm.
ain't cutting my money, not unless
All that lets me know is who I wouldn't give my money to because I
Mhm.
have people who will take my money. So I'm just like, you just let me know not to ever do business with you. Thank
Right.
you very
And
much.
then anybody that come to me and be like, would you paint a so-and-so doll? Absolutely not. No. And they be like, I could just order the kit for you. Why would I sneak and give them my money?
The
Like,
gag is, it don't never be anybody whose work I want that cancel me. That's the gag.
yeah,
Like,
it's like, no, I'm good. I'm
I
good.
agree
Like
with you.
we're gonna spend money. We'll find a way to buy what we want to buy and be okay. Like it's like no. But yeah, it's funny. Like I tell like sometimes I'm in here and I'm replying to something or whatever, and so um I'll my guy will be like, yeah, but babe, these ladies are spending a lot of money. You can't say that to them. I'm like, yes, I can. Like I like they're used to me. Like they know like I'm gonna be honest. Like you can't like some people come to me and they're like really rude. Like a lot of artists don't talk about that part of like some people feel like, oh, you so desperate for that money, they could talk to you any kind of way and they could
Mm-hmm.
do anything to you. Like I'm not that one. Like I've told y'all, like before I got married, I told y'all I would get on the pole first. But since in that case, I will just, I won't say that anymore, but before I like just yeah, hey twin mom. That's just like, oh, when the community was saying, oh, if people collect counterfeits, I'm not gonna sell to them. If I ain't selling a counterfeit and they want to buy baby, if that money's
the
spent,
community cracks me up at where they draw the line. It
like,
cracks me
I'm
up
gonna
because
sell to
they
them.
move the goalpost every single day. You know what I'm saying? One day it's counterfeits, but there was a point where, a lot of the community was supporting people who were openly buying counterfeits. I'm not going to call no names. Um, and, they were backtracking and, trying to say like, why did I say no counterfeits again? Then there are people who openly admit to copying other people's sculpts, whether it's casting hands or feet or whatever. And they're like, wait, why am I mad at them again? And it's like, I don't know if it's the
Yeah,
chat GPT epidemic. Like people at this point, people ask chat GPT, like, what should I eat for dinner? Like they don't know why they should be upset about something. You know what I'm saying? And that's no shade, that's no shade. But it's like, you don't have
But
to
it's
be
the
mad
truth.
on
That's why
someone
I will
else's
do me.
behalf.
I will do me. Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah,
Thank you.
because
Exactly. I will do me.
that's
Mm-hmm.
why, like you said, like people get mad about. Okay, granted, I collect and I buy only authentic stuff because that's just me. I don't want to wear fake Prada or fake Gucci. Like that's
Authentic
just me.
only.
To each his own. But here's the thing: how you gonna be up here saying that, but somebody literally openly admit that they copied a mainstream Bonnie Brown of all people sculpt
Mm-hmm.
said, "Oh, I don't know. It just looks so close to my baby feet. I just decided to use hers." Now, this is somebody that can sculpt, but guess what? Big time artists, mainstream artists, are now buying this same sculptor's sculpts and
Yeah.
paying them,
Yeah.
and nobody blinks an eye at it.
Well, if I
Now,
can recall correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong, even Bonnie didn't seem that put off about it. And
she
so,
she forgave her.
yeah. And so, why should I be mad on your behalf, honey? It ain't coming out of my pocketbook. It ain't coming out of my paycheck. So,
She
if you're
said
not
she can
mad and you
forgive
can
her.
forgive and move on, forgive the counterfeiters and move on, baby.
She let her come in her group. She said, "Well, she apologized, so now she's in her sculpting group."
Yeah,
I'm like,
good. Yeah, well, those factories in Guangzhou, they apologize too. Can they get in the group?
like, like it's like so. I was like, it's not my battle. I'm not fighting everybody battle. Like I'm just
Heck
like I
no.
like, hey, I
Oh yeah.
can't.
I
Like,
won't. I am not
I got my
Captain
own
Save a
battles.
Pro. I won't do it.
yeah, like I just be like, okay, I'm just gonna stay over here. Like I'm not buying no. First of all, I'm not gonna mess up my business like that. I had to tell one of my collector friends. I told her, I said, well, I did a video or whatever, and then I like said the things when we were talking live, and I think and she went and took down some of her stuff because I was like, hey, if you thinking about getting into painting and not she wasn't buying counterfeit, but she was kind of like openly wanting to support the people. I'm like, you don't want to put yourself in that bucket because the way this community is, and you're a woman of color, baby, they finna eat you alive, and you ain't gonna be able to. They're gonna hurt your sales as much as they can, you know. So you don't want to put yourself. So for me, professionally, just somebody that need to eat, I would. There's no way that I would. Hey, Mariah, Diane's nursery. I would not subject myself to that. Like, yeah, like yeah, just yeah, because and then it's always like it depends on who you are. Like they forget stuff real fast when it's other people. Like it
Well,
depends.
and I
Like
have my
they,
own ethics. Like my own ethics will not. I don't do the knockoffs. But my thing is, I'm not about to sit out here and pick at anything. That's because no, if you're not gonna stand up for yourself, that's not my job. I will do what I support, and I support by my dollars. That's where I go.
yeah, and
You
they're
know
like,
what?
well,
I
if you
will
don't,
say, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I just will say that I like for the amount of time, like the span of time that I've been in this community, there was a time where I was somebody who was very moved by the counterfeit argument. And because it made sense to me that, these artists, they what they sell is how or how much they sell is how they're able to pay their bills and how they able to buy their clay and keep sculpting for us. And so I was like, oh my God, yeah, no, that makes complete sense. And I would be upset on their behalf, like, oh my God, I can't believe that, there are people who are buying counterfeits and this, that, and the third. But then, it's really seeing that there is no consistency. It's they choose when they want to be upset, they choose who they want to be upset with. And, it's like at this point, it is what it is. I
No, and I
personally
agree with
would
you.
not buy
It
counterfeit,
bothers
but
me too. I agree with you.
Yeah,
It's just that I think they have that mindset of they don't want to rock the boat because in the end it comes down to money. So that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like, fine, keep that energy, but I will not
Hmm.
go and picket any line for you because you're not
Hmm.
brave enough to stand up for your art. If you're not brave enough to stand up for your art, then I'm not going to do that. But I will only buy authentic because I do
yeah,
think it's the best. I
But
think it
and
then
is
I
the best thing to
again,
do.
is it really bravery? Because they they know what they want to be. Well, I don't want to, not anyone specifically, but people usually, if something really, really moves them, then they're able to get up and say, "Hey, I really hate that." But again, it's they're only mad at certain people. They're only mad at certain instances. It's like, is it really the is it really that someone is stealing your intellectual property, your art, or I mean, your physical
I
property?
would
It's not
like to
even
think it's
intellectual.
bravery because if it was me, if I was a sculptor, I would not be quiet. I know
Yeah,
me. And so I wouldn't be quiet about it. And I would take the L. If it meant I would have $2 in my pocket. If I created something from scratch and you go and have somebody steal it, and then somebody who stole it sit there going, ha ha, nanny, nanny, boo boo, you got yours stolen. So I'm going to go buy it for $2. I'm going to like, damn,
yeah,
you really don't like me. You really don't care nothing about me. So I'm going to still be like, well, then you don't have to come over here. And hopefully those who want my business will come to me and I will live off of what I get. And I will just be happy in my little shack. But I don't appreciate, I'm not going to sit there and champion losing
why you
because
put
my thing
yourself
is,
in a shack?
yeah, hey, I'm just saying, if because it's Timu, it's Sheen, it's all of those big conglomerates that are sitting there doing these knockoffs. You can't,
Mhm.
it's a hard thing to fight. That's a tsunami fighting
Yeah,
that. But you still have to be able to stand in that tsunami. I would still stand there like Bountiful Baby. Bountiful Baby almost went broke trying to fight those big companies to sue them over their intellectual property. They
and
won,
they
but
and
guess
they
what?
did.
They're
Yeah,
still stealing. They're still
yeah,
stealing. I still
yeah,
see those dolls being knocked off, and it's
yeah,
sad. So my thing is, you still have to be able to be happy to stand for what is right, but if it means you're poor, it doesn't
yeah,
matter. You have to still be able to say, this is what I believe, and I'm going to stand in it. Even if it means
yeah.
I'm standing with just a little bit of bread and water, I'm just
Mhm,
standing in it. That's what you have to be
mhm,
ready for that.
mhm,
Not everyone is, though.
yeah,
mhm,
it's a really pick and choose type
mhm,
situation, and I
mhm.
don't know. I just found myself like, okay,
Well, can I? Oh,
you
wait,
know,
wait. Serenity, can I say something? I saw what Twin Mom said about that some people buy replicas because they can't afford expensive dolls. I want to say, Twin Mom, that's true, but I see some beautiful dolls at Target for $19, for $15. I swear I buy my daughters. I'm not
Yeah.
buying my daughter no hundred something $1,000 doll, whatever. I don't do that for my kids. When I couldn't afford reborns, I was happily
Yep.
buying from Walmart. I was happily buying from Target.
Mhm.
I was happily buying
Preach.
secondhand. There
Yeah.
are some beautiful $15, $20 dolls. I have some Paradise Galleries dolls that a good friend of mine who's an artist will take for me, change the body, reweight it, and I'm still spending $50. So it's there. That argument to
Yeah, I
me
don't
is
I
not.
don't think it's about the
It's
expense
just
anymore either,
not
because you
about
got
that.
artists that
I don't
are
think it's about
buying
that.
the replicas and they're painting them and they're charging the same price as they would for
Exactly.
authentic sculpt. So just add the extra $20 in the price of your work. Like, I don't know, some, like I said,
We'll
some
just say
people.
this. I will just say this. I've I first discovered reborns when I was like 14 years old. Couldn't afford to buy them. I loved them. I admired them from afar for years. When I got my first job, I saved a lot to buy my first reborn. And back then, when I bought my first reborn, she was over $600. At that time, it was a lot of money. That was like back in 2012. That was a lot of
Yeah.
money. That was considered high end back then because prototype artists were doing babies for like $800.
Yep. Yep.
But I could have sat there and said, this is out of my budget. This is too expensive. You know, da da da. I could go look for a knockoff, but I did not because I truly admire the art. I have a respect for the art. I have a love of dolls and babies. I always have, and so I didn't want something that felt not genuine, and so I
Right.
saved for months and I
Yes.
ordered from an artist who was a prototype artist at the time. And so, yes, I understand that for a lot of people, listen, if you can say that, oh, I was ignorant to it and I didn't know, that's a different argument. I can understand that. But to say, oh, well, they just too expensive, honey, I'm gonna just have to steal it. Because that's exactly what it is. No, I mean, I understand, but that's not where it is.
Yeah,
So,
it's just, I think, and then some people do it out of rage baiting, and I don't know, it's just a lot of
Mm-hmm.
things, but that's on them. But I stopped fighting the fight. Like, if we gonna pick and choose, you
exactly.
know, um, like, if we're gonna allow sculptors to steal the other sculptors' sculpts, and we're gonna
Right.
welcome them in the community with
Which is
open
ridiculous.
arms,
Hmm.
then baby, I ain't got time to be fighting about this other stuff,
We
child. I
gonna
gotta
get
take
we
these little
gonna end
balls
up
and
getting
turn over
whiplash.
here.
We're gonna get
Thank
whiplash
you.
having to turn around and ask them, should we be mad every 5 minutes? Should I be mad at this? Are you mad? Are you mad at Taylor? Are you mad
Yeah.
at John? She stole your stuff
And then
too.
they
Should we
have a
be
nerve
mad?
to say, like, you shouldn't even. At one point, then I said, now this is where we draw the line, baby. They said we shouldn't be shopping on Shin or none of this. Like, listen, baby, listen now.
Uh-uh.
Hold up now.
Don't tell
Wait.
nobody where to shop.
Right. Wait a minute now. Like, now y'all taking it too far. Cause baby, you don't tell me where I'm gonna shop. Like, cause then you mean,
Look,
because I've seen them dolls on Amazon there, baby. I know it's also another thing where people boycotting this and boycotting it. But baby, here you go. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna go to Amazon Prime every time. Cause if they can get to me in 24 hours, sometime I need something right then in a
I'm
couple
a Prime
hours.
member, so
And baby, I
I'm
don't
not
got
listening
time
to
for
that.
y'all. I ain't buying no doll off of that, but y'all, baby, you better leave me alone. Type of door I can't shop on no Amazon because they got replicas. And then they're like, oh, eBay. Well, we don't do eBay no more because it's a bunch of replicas. Baby, it's a bunch of replicas in the
Girl,
group.
I
Like,
wish they would keep me off of eBay. I
I'm
wish
like,
somebody
There
would.
are, but there are actual shops of artists on Amazon. There are some on Etsy. There are some on eBay. You just have to
they're
search. You have to
everywhere.
search. You have to search. You have to search for the
They're
people.
everywhere. They're everywhere. So it's like we can't escape it. I'm just not going to, and then it was like at a point like, oh, like if I comment on somebody's page, God forbid, like 10 videos down, they had a fake. Now, oh, now you're supporting.
Oh, I made that
Um,
mistake. I made that mistake
yeah,
once, and
and
I
I'm
was
just
like,
like,
man. And
baby,
after a
I
while, I was
don't
like, you know what?
know.
Kiss my
Right,
foot.
Mariah.
I don't care.
We
Leave
don't
me
have
alone.
a Marissa. I know it's your channel thing. I don't have time to fight. Y'all, I'm over here trying to paint these babies and put some edges on these little
Thank
bald headed
you,
children. I
Marissa.
don't
I don't
care.
have time to fight for that foolishness.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. Like I just, I can tell people why I feel like it's hurting the community, if they ask or, whatever. I'm never gonna say, girl, go and get that fake baby. I'm never gonna do that.
No.
But I'm just also not gonna be out here with picket signs. I can't. Like, I don't have the time, like, or the energy or the care to do
Because
it
who was
because
fussing? It was collectors fussing. If that's who was really going back and forth, were collectors. It wasn't
but
sculptors or
then
artists, it was collectors fighting each
this was
other.
the point I was gonna make and I forgot. The other thing that really drew the line for me, and I stand 10 toes down on this. First of all, I feel like this, and I feel like this. I feel like the collectors was fighting so hard for these sculptures, but these sculptors don't fight for us at all. Like the decisions that they're making a lot of times right now,
They
they're only
don't.
thinking about their own pockets. Because here we are. I just seen a post today where a silicone artist said, "Well, this was a limited edition of so
Uh-huh.
many dolls, but if I get enough demand next year,
I
I'll
saw
make it
that
an open
post.
edition."
Uh-huh.
You can't be real. I know you lying.
You
Like,
already know how they PMO with that.
so you really, okay, here's the thing. You
Wow.
devalue in people dolls. You're actually like, okay, so now that the edition is sold out, a lot of people are like, yes, that raised the value of the sculptor. And if an artist got that blank in their edition, they could actually sell their doll for more. I know collectors don't want to hear that, but this is the reality of it. But now you've taken that away from them,
Yes.
just like even this, and I'm gonna say this, oh gosh, y'all don't try to cancel me. But even with when Bonnie Brown came out with Harry, little Harry came out, and 20 seconds later, he was in, everybody fighting for a time. And don't get me wrong, now I'm going to say this, Bonnie Brown did say that it was an open edition silicone cuddlehead. But here's the thing, before that thing even got hot off the press, she already doing vinyl. So some of these sculptors are like spitting out stuff. Bonnie Brown is not one to normally do that. She don't normally like come back to that. Now, Cassie Brace, every time, I don't know, that lady sculpted in her sleep. But she do get like change her name a lot too. So that's probably just her way. Like, she don't sit still long. I think, well, she don't have like 50 last names.
Lord.
So she
Yeah, so
definitely
I
not.
don't.
She
Reminded
get
me of when Diddy changed his name to
get
Love.
bored quick. So baby, I'm talking about you just get a Cassie Brace sculpt, and then she got another one already in production. It's like the iPhones. Like, you know how you be like, oh, I got the latest iPhone, and then boom, iPhone 16, iPhone 17, 18, 19, 20. Like, baby, I can't do it. So it's
Yeah,
like,
don't let you hold on for your iPhone for a year. There's gonna be like 6 new ones.
yes, and it's like sculptors don't understand. Like, there was a time when collecting was, it was limited and it
Mm-hmm.
was this, but that's fine. If
Yep.
it's an
It's
open
not, it's
edition,
they're changing it to, it's not art anymore. They are turning it into production. And so
yeah.
that's also why I this year have said, like, I'm done. I'm sitting here like, I'm
That's
not
because
about to go
y'all
and
put
refinance
everything
for a
on
dog.
TikTok.
Oh my
Well, I'm not
gosh,
on
someone swear
TikTok.
that
I'm not on
TikTok is
Facebook.
ruining our
So I don't
community.
know. I miss it. I miss it all. But
Like,
I'm not about to spend all that money on this doll. And you're already putting out something else. So you devalued the one I just bought. So you're devaluing your own work. So then I'm looking for somebody who wants to sell it for, much less. I'm not about to go and do that.
and
I won't do it.
and this is the thing. Now it's at the point where, like, where I would get excited about a limited edition and a small edition. Like, now I'm not paying extra for a limited edition. If
Because
I
you know
buy
they
that baby
lying.
because I just like it and I want it,
Yeah, I
but
have
I'm
to
not
like it and want
buying
it.
it on the strength of it's gonna be limited, because girl, next week it's gonna be an open edition.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
how
I
is that
don't want it.
even?
I really don't
Imagine
want. I
going
don't.
out and buying a Mercedes and they tell you you spend XYZ for this Mercedes, and they say this is only going to be one of three. And after you pay yours off in full, or you pay cash and pay yours off in full, and you're buying it because it's one of three,
Six
they be like,
figures, and then they come back with 20,000, 15,000.
yeah, 6 months later, they be like, you know what? We're gonna do it at a lower price.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like they don't
But
care.
that's
Like,
what's happening. That is what's happening. If no one wants to be honest, if they don't want to be honest, and I'm speaking for me only, so I don't want, if, like, I know I don't want to say this and jeopardize you in any way. It's not you, it's me speaking for myself as a collector, because I am a collector and I am a collector of art. And so when I think I have something of value, and then somebody comes out and says, guess what? I'm going to open this up and I'm going to make it an open edition. Now I know I spent on this vinyl $2,400, $3,500 on a vinyl. You come and make it an open edition. There's no
Now
way
it's
I can
worth
sell that.
$1,000.
Honey,
If
I've been
that,
there.
if
Yep.
that, and it's done. You've just shot me in the foot.
Yep.
You just,
Yeah.
and I'm done. And so
That's what
I'm
happened
tired
with
of
my Jaden. I'll never get over it. I spent $1,000 on that kit, and it was
On a vinyl
anyways.
kit, $1,000.
Anyways, because
wow.
I really wanted it. And at the end of the day, that's what art is. You spend
Right.
money on things that you think is worth it. But then she came out, honey, and she turned Jada every way but loose, honey. You know what? That child been working since 2010. He tired. He tired. I ain't never seen a kid work that much in my life.
He was a partial. He opened his
He
eyes.
was silicone. He opened his eyes. He had
He
him
changed
closed.
one
He
of his
was,
arms. Like,
Lord, she turned him every way but loose.
he almost was supposed to be
Ugh,
a full body. I don't know if that ever came to play, but boy, that.
aggravating. Like, babe, sculpt something else. Like, you really
But
got to.
look, and when they said you ought to paint a full body when she come out with the full body Jade, I said you ain't give me in that mess, baby. I said my friend will eat you alive.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, because at the end of the day, I want you to make your money.
I know you would, but I just couldn't do it to you, friend. I couldn't do it to you because the way she was hurt by that thing.
I was
Listen,
hurt.
you would have
Absolutely.
thought I lost money on that dog because I was
Yeah.
hurt about it. Because baby, because I knew
Because I
how
paid
much
$1,200 for that doll. And then I had to go
Wow.
turn around again and pay another $1,000 to have him painted and rooted. And he's perfect and he's beautiful in every way. And I think he's completely worth it. But again, and as somebody who I have never bought and resold a doll. I'm not that type of collector, but
I am.
I don't want you to take away, and that's fine. And honey, but I don't want you to take away that choice from me.
And that's why, because I am that collector. I collect, I see a new thing, I want to sell so I can get that new thing. But if you go and you do this, you're making it whereas, you know what? I'm collecting Barbie dolls now. Oh, I'm going back to collecting my purses or my shoes because then I'm getting enjoyment out of it. I'm not about to spend my money on you because you're sitting there and deciding, oh, I'm just going to make it open edition or I'm just going to reopen something you told me that sold out.
Right.
No, you're going back on your own
and that
word.
kit was sold out for years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I just won't learn my lesson because I keep buying them sold out kids. Honey, I don't want them until they sold out. That's the problem.
I get, and I feel the same way. When I see something, I'm like, oh, sold out, and I got it. Oh, but then I get iffy because then you wonder, I have to really want it. And it's like, I have to really want it.
I'm not gonna lie, it took me a long time to know what the SOLE even meant. So
well, no, I didn't know it at first, but yeah.
First I said this is so wrong.
Those got this on it. What that mean?
First I thought I was like, it's so like why are they spelling it wrong? Like
right. I was like, what that mean?
Yeah, I was a little special on that, but yeah, it's just like
I was very special on that. It took me a long time to realize what that
I
meant.
hope
And
these dogs don't got no SOUL. My God.
they don't got no soul.
I was like, what? Well, who that is? They sure make a lot of
stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it just I don't know. For me, it just became so heartbreaking. And then when I seen like one of the sculptors that almost never had, like you could almost guarantee that she would never open edition open again. And then she said, oh, I'm gonna just swap this up a little bit and I'm gonna reopen it because it was a very popular. That's the more reason why you don't do it, because it was a very sought after and it was long sold out. And then you open it up and then everybody's like, oh, but you know, we missed out, so we won it. So it's like,
when you miss out, you wait for somebody to sell their dolls.
So it's like, okay, so you're gonna give her a pass because you wanted this one and you missed out. Like, I don't know. Like, who's the problem here? Is it us or is it them? Are we enabling them at this point?
We're enabling them.
We're buying them when they're like this. So
I mean, like you said, there's people who missed out and want it, so they want it to come back.
Yeah, so they don't care. Like,
and they perfectly okay with it.
But at this point, just keep it open. Or, and I might be like, this is the other thing too. You have a limited edition, right? But your limited edition is 30, and I love one of my favorite sculptors has started doing this. And I ain't gonna say she's one of my favorite sculptors, but I love her person, like her personality, and I really value her work. She's definitely moving up on the chart for me. But because my favorite sculptor is Bonnie Brown.
Bonnie Brown.
Um, but but she doing it's a limited edition, but it's 3,500. Baby, that's not. You might as well don't even worry about it. Just leave it open,
That's
leave it
not
wide
limited.
open. That kit just ran through at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Like just just go ahead, like you know what I mean. Like it just don't worry about it. Like it's not limited at 3,500. I don't care. They be like, oh,
No,
the community is big. We ain't that big. 3,500.
Listen,
That's
I have
fine.
a
you're under
baby.
1,000.
I have a baby, and she ain't the prettiest thing ever. And her sculptor, I should say, isn't the most popular sculptor, but she's an edition of like 200 or 250. And that kit is so special to me. I cannot wait to get it painted.
And
I
which one
miss
that one
when
is?
That are good.
I think it's Shiloh or so I don't remember.
Oh,
It's supposed to
I
be.
thought
I
you
think
had
it's.
said the name. Never mind.
You
I
remember?
thought
I think it's supposed to be like it's an Australian sculptor, and it was like Angelina Jolie's baby, like her first child that she had,
Oh,
and it was
really?
supposed to be like a replica. Yeah, like a replica of that. And honey, if you know me, you know Angelina Jolie can't do no wrong, honey.
Mm.
And
Now, let me be
so,
quiet.
yeah, be
Wait,
quiet, be quiet over there. Did nobody
was
ask
she
you?
married to Ben Flack or Flap or something like that?
Honey, no, the other one,
Oh,
the drunk. What's his name?
but
What, Ben Pratt? What's his name?
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
oh,
Ben-
okay. Oh,
I like
she
Brad
talking,
Pitt.
she talking about. I'm like, but
I
yeah,
liked them when
that-
they were Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's what I like.
Look, girl, that
It was a
movie,
good movie.
sexy, loved it.
you know what? He was trying to get me to watch that the other day. He was like, "You never seen that before," and I'm like,
It's
I like
actually
that
really
movie.
good. You probably
But-
enjoy it.
okay, but yeah, I probably will try to watch it. But but no, I like if I get a doll, like sometime like in my collection when I decide who I'm gonna let go, if it's a very rare kit or it's something that I know I can't get again,
I try not to let
I'm a
go.
little bit less excited about letting it go. We all know that
I
I've
do
let go
agree with you
some,
on
but
that.
Mhm.
yeah.
I'd be ready to fight
So,
you on some of these babies you be posting.
yeah, it's like, but some of these babies, like I just, you know, I if they're limited and there's not that many of them out there, or even they might be open editions, but people just not really painting a lot of them.
Mhm.
I like them because I like rare things. I like
Mhm.
finding
Yeah, I like
unique
that.
finds. Now I don't mind dolls that are mainstream because sometimes, let's say for instance, you may get another Emmy or
Like
Jen
Laura.
or
Laura's an open
um
edition. I have a Laura. I'll sell her
That's
because I
true.
feel like
or
I can get another one.
I love
yeah, like
Laura.
you might get another Lord, but then you might get somebody that paint one to a standard of
Oh,
where
then
you
I'm not
like,
letting.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
then
one
it's
is
not
not
going on.
going
Mhm.
That's not.
because I know I can't do this type of
Mhm.
painting anymore. Like if
Mhm.
you notice, like Joey, my
Oh, I
Jennifer
love Joey.
Elizabeth babies, I don't put them up for sale because I don't get them that often, and people don't paint the same way that they paint necessarily.
And
And
that's what makes something special and limited to me.
Mhm.
The edition might not be limited, but nobody's baby look like mine.
Okay, I'm glad I got Taraji.
That's the thing.
yeah,
Nobody baby look like mine.
someone asked
I
if
was about to respond.
right, somebody asked
Which one I like? What's the one I like? Serenity. What's the name
what
of the one I like of Claire's that she is closed? What's the doll I want? The silicone.
you
know it. Which one was it? I can't afford it. What is it? Her
Alejandro.
silicone.
Yeah,
That's the one that you had, Alex. Is that Phoebe's kid?
No,
the
what's the
girl,
name?
Mm.
The girl. What's her name?
It'll be Gabby Girl for
we
me.
just
No,
talked
not
about
Gabby
it.
Gal. I
I
know.
do love
I
Gabigail.
just went blank.
No,
I
it
just
was
went
an
blank.
addition doll. It was an
It was an
addition doll.
addiction. It just
I'm
went
just saying
blank
that's
out
my
head.
answer to the question. It'll be Gabby Girl.
Oh
No,
my
I'm
gosh.
serious. I hate when I can't think of it.
I know. I'm sitting here like I'm blank. I can see her face, but I cannot think of the name.
Look at the comments. Can the comments help?
She was like, if
What is the
Claire
name?
reopened an edition, which one would you buy no matter what? None. That's
That's why I left.
like
Well,
for me. Yeah, you knew I was
Claire's
gonna say
painting has
none.
changed.
Not
None.
Willow. Not Willow.
Mhm.
I already
Willow.
have a Willow still in my collection though. But
But
yeah, it's
Claire's
not
painting
Willow.
has
It's
changed. She don't paint
Courtney.
the
Well,
same.
you didn't have a
Courtney.
lot of
Courtney.
Willows.
It's Courtney.
It's
She would.
Courtney.
It's Courtney is the one that she liked. Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
was
Oh
think
like,
I,
no,
yeah.
I saw that one in person.
you
I think
What
saw
do
I
you
it.
saw that
think?
one in person.
What you think? What you think? What you think?
Honey, you don't want.
But here's the thing though. My thing is that if she reopened a doll, I wouldn't want it painted by her.
Oh,
Now, if I could get a blank Courtney, then I'm like
Like,
Serenity. I know you got your
if I can
feelings,
get a
but
blank
wait.
Gabrielle,
I mean, no.
I'll
To
have
be
Serenity
fair, I'm
paint
be
it.
dig it.
completely
I'd be like,
fair. The two babies. Okay, the what's her name again? What's Hotland just said it? The one that you want, Gabigail.
Gabrielle?
Okay,
Mhm.
the Gabigail that Serenity had, who that was painted by Claire, right?
Yep.
yes, right.
Gorgeous baby, chef's
Lily.
kiss. Love that
That was
baby.
a really pretty baby, yeah.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss, that baby. And also the little boy. I don't remember like the first time that we met. You
DJ.
brought the little mini baby boy.
It was DJ. He was
DJ
actually
loves that baby.
he was sculpted by the other like scammer sculptor
Oh,
that
another
they
scammer. Who painted him?
Claire painted him, but it
Yeah.
was that sculptor. She's a big time sculptor that I really like her work. Like I was in love with her work first. She was my favorite sculptor at first. But anyway, I can't think of her name right now. She came back in the community as a different name or something, and then they outed her. I can't think of the name. Tina
Yeah.
Cooey. That was
Oh,
Tina
yeah.
Cooey sculpt.
Girl, you
And
know
his
I
name
love
was
Tina
DJ.
Cooey, baby.
Yeah, I actually, believe it or not, with DJ, we went on a trip. Yeah, I love the way Claire painted that one too.
Mhm.
But we went on a trip on a flight, and do you know a lady had watched me put him in the bag? Do you know she tried to steal my bag, and I was flagging security. Was like, she got my bag, and she was like,
Yes.
no, this is my bag. I said, make her open it. My doll is in that bag. Like we was like, we about to like, I'm finna go to jail because I'm
Yeah,
finna be
I would have went to jail.
like,
Yeah.
I'm finna be
Boy.
ghetto, real ghetto, like for real, like because
Don't play.
she was like, she literally took it from the overhang and she
Mm.
said, this is my bag. I'm like, it's not your bag. Like, yeah. So
Mm.
yeah, that was DJ. And I
Mhm.
remember when we went to the store and stuff, I brought it
Mhm.
to
Mhm. When you
They
took me
need to
back to them
fight
people
somebody for one
prison,
of my
honey.
dogs, boy.
yeah. So yeah, it was crazy. Like oh my gosh. But yeah, that one was cute. And the other one that I would have, and I never, she went somewhere and I saw her go back up for sale at one point, but I don't know. I felt like she had changed too many hands, but if I was smart, I would have
Mm.
got it. Was Serena. Serena painting to me was
Mhm. Mhm. I remember Serena.
one of my favorite paintings. So yeah, but honestly, if an edition, I
You know what?
try not to support when people reopen closed
Yeah.
edition.
Yeah.
I do.
I feel like all artists have their muses, and for whatever reason, I don't know. I feel like when artists have their muses, when they paint, they give it's not like they intentionally do it. I don't think, but I think whoever inspires you to do your art, I think that naturally, like your best work goes to that person, whether it's like comfortability, whether it's that person encouraging you or whatever it is. And I kind of feel like, and this is me in my opinion that did nobody ask for, I feel like you were kind of like Claire's muse because you had a lot of like her best work. And obviously that's how a lot of people were exposed to her work in the first place.
Yeah. Right here.
But yeah, her work has, from what I've
But that's
seen,
also
her work
why I
has
trust
definitely changed.
Serenity's painting is because of that too. Is that I got to experience her work. I also know her work ethic, so I trust her process. So that's that too.
Mhm.
If I could have painted one of the blanks, I did want to paint Aspen and Silicone. I won't lie.
That would have been beautiful.
That one I would have, but
I remember who's Aspen. What did you name that one?
Aspen, the sculpt name was Aspen, and I actually did the prototype of it. You have him.
Oh,
She
what did
has,
you have him?
Holland has one.
Well,
of
let me
the
see him,
versions of
child.
But
Okay, hold on.
like
She keep trying to steal this baby back and knowing dang well
Yeah,
I ain't
honey,
giving
let me
that baby
see him.
back.
But I painted. She don't have the
Hold on.
actual prototype, but she has one of the ones. I painted it 3 times, but I liked how detailed in the mouth was because there's a vinyl kit, you don't get that type of detail. But I've I don't know. I have, yeah, Shelly has the prototype. Um
Mm.
so but I really, you know, I don't know. I'm glad that I can paint for myself now, but sometimes I do like want to collect and not have to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't really been drawn to
It's
anything
baby.
else.
Ah, look how cute.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I remember Aspen. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
yeah, he was. She got him some hair. She got him
How did
rooted.
I forget?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I
Yep.
had did the prototype for Aspen, and it was a girl at the same time too. I did a prototype,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I like that kid. I actually
And then they
uh
had
Did
the
have
he
little
have like a
asked.
belly
lighter and
place.
a darker
Oh,
version?
he
Oh,
got a little
beautiful. I love that
Yeah,
belly
I
flame.
did. Yeah, you could send him back. Um,
No.
that's what I
Every
be
time
doing
I
to
tell him,
Ollie.
he
I be
talks
doing it
about
to
send them back.
I will sometimes get one of my babies back. Like there's a lady, and I'm not gonna say her name, but she was on here just a few minutes ago. I actually was trying to like get one of the babies that I like buy one of the babies back from her that I painted and she collected a while back, and we was almost there with the deal, and then she just was like,
Sometimes I think you be joking. Do you be joking when you say that? You be joking, don't
no,
you?
No.
not all the
Sometimes,
time.
sometimes she be dead serious. Well, how many times she didn't ask for him back? I think she's
Like
serious to a
no,
degree.
sometimes I mean serious, like. But I was told by some of my fellow artist friends, they said don't get your work back because you supposed to move forward. But it's like, but
Oh,
sometimes I'm just stuck on like certain ones. Like I'll paint like a baby a second time and it's like
mm-hmm.
not the same. Like for whatever reason, I won't connect with them, just like I'm gonna sell that one too.
Mm.
So I was so afraid with painting Houston after painting the first one because I was like, I'm gonna like not want to keep him because I like the first one. But I actually really like my the second one too. So um
Oh
yeah,
wait, I haven't been looking at the comments.
All
Someone
three
said
of your
what has
Aspens are really cute, though.
changed about Claire's painting style, and all that I have to say is if you have experienced her work in person, then that like there's no way that I can explain it. It's something that you have to experience. I think that th- like especially like when it comes to like reborn artistry and like reborning in general, a lot of the work that like you see that move you or whatever it is just something that you have to experience, right? It's not just behind a computer screen, because you can see
Yeah.
beautiful art behind a computer screen, you'd be like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. But I have experienced Claire's work in person, and so it could simply just be that it doesn't speak to me the same way. It's not to say that, it's not the same
right,
quality, or it's not the same caliber, or it's
right.
not the same style, or whatever it is, but it does not communicate to me in the same way. And so that's that.
Also, isn't just her that's painting them anymore.
Yes, it's not just her painting anymore.
Yeah.
I think she said that like her husband and like
And her
her
daughter.
daughter.
Yeah. Yep.
And so that's a start. But she's brilliant and she's talented and she's
Definitely.
a hell of a talker.
And
Um,
and she's paved the way for a lot of other artists. I will say that, like, and
she really has.
like at first I used to be not upset. I've never been upset about much of anything. I don't care that much. But well, I mean, not when it comes to like people making money. So like
Mhm.
as far as prices, like at first I used to be like, oh, these prices are so high, this and that. But here's the thing. I actually love that she charged like 21,000 and 17,000 for her dolls, because when I say I want $6,000 for my doll, it sounds wonderful.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
like, like, and then the fact that another thing that I'm gonna say, and I know that people might not want to hear this, another thing that I find that is very, 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 it's heartbreaking and disappointing and off-putting and all of the above when I see, like, especially brown collectors or artists, I should say, that when they see another brown artist, they feel like they have to challenge them, or they feel like instead of looking at them and saying, oh, they're doing well and they're doing successful, I can do it too. or yes, finally a few of us can share, be in this space, or it's more of, let me see how I can tear her down or knock her down a notch or two. So
Mhm.
I get that, and behind the scenes, and I keep telling these people, I don't know how many times to tell y'all that, baby. One thing about it, I'm like my mama used to tell me, I got eyes in the back of my head. Like a lot of these women, if I tell them that the fact that I actually literally seen the comments that they have made and went to sculptors that are giving me prototypes that's trying to push me out of doing.
Mhm.
Here's the thing, I've never, if you follow my channel, I've never aspired to be a prototype artist. Where I appreciate being one, it's never been a thing for me. I just wanted to be me, and I
Mhm.
wanted to appreciate me for me and my work and trying to be better every time. But I hate that we are like that. So whenever I give my and I have to say this in this space because I know people get stuck on the bubble gum. I don't want no one to ever take from this that I am by no means taking trying to talk about Claire or anything like that, because I once was a big fan and I still respect her artistry, but you know, it doesn't come from a place of hate, because I feel like she has like did a lot of open doors for like a lot of people as far as like the price ranges and the innovations that she did. And a lot of times she didn't get the credit that, somebody will come back and, she done did this thing like 5 years ago and now they come out with it. And it's like, just like the soft silicone, like when she was doing it, they were making it seem like it was like the worst thing ever. Now everybody's wanting to sell soft
I
silicone.
remember that.
So now,
And that's another thing with consistency too. They'll always move the goalpost because I
so
remember. Oh, go ahead.
no, I'm go.
I was just gonna say, I was just gonna say, I remember how controversial soft silicone was, and how everybody, they mammy and they granny, and other artists and sculptors included, would try to tell collectors, "Oh, it's not gonna last. You know, the armatures are gonna break. It's gonna push through the silicone. The silicone is too weak. It's not made to be like that. That's not what this art is about." Da, 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 da. And now everybody and their granny want the baby to melt through their fingers onto the floor when they pick them up.
Liquid, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what
like
I'm
so.
saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing. So it's like when I was doing the spilling the tea, or I was doing this, and everybody was like reporting my channel left and right. And I mean, I got reported so much to it just ain't, it's crazy. But here's the thing, next thing I know, everybody trying to spill the tea. They're spilling the tea, and they're spilling the paint, and they spilling the water. And then they got I said I was
Milk.
going to do a podcast, and now people got podcasts, and they're inviting people on their
Uh-huh.
channel to talk dolls. Like it's like, so it's just one of those things. But I just wish that, where I celebrate all colors, all people and all that, but I just hate that, us, as it's very few of us that actually, you know, um brown ladies, black ladies, whatever you want to call it, of color, like we are it's only a few of us out here painting, that we can't celebrate each other. But at the same time, if I have an opinion on something, it's not coming from a place of malice, but I'm not going to personally attack anyone. But yeah, I've outgrown my clear phase. um but I
You was
still
a
like,
different person back then.
yeah, we grow and we change and we
Yeah.
have different
And
tastes. And
and that's the thing. But that's the same thing with the whole thing of how like artists that were, popular then, and then ones that you aspired to be like, or they were your muse at the time. I mean, you don't forget where you come from. Don't forget your roots on how you started, regardless of,
right.
even if you ain't associated with that person no more. You were at a point, and there was a good reason why.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then like even with artists, like I remember there was an artist that I really loved work, right? And so I used to follow this artist on eBay. And soon as I was able to afford her work, she changed up her paint style. Like she, and everybody's like, then she got a whole group of new fans that really loved her, that loved her work. But I wanted the old work. And so I wanted the original, the work. But by the time I could afford her work, she had changed her paint style. So to go back to what Jasmine was asking, like sometimes like just artists in general, like I don't know, a lot of people have babies from like multiple artists. Like you might have like I'm sure you collect from different artists. Some are pretty much kind of sticks with she has a reborn artist, she has a silicone artist,
I sure do.
but the paint styles on like my babies I think fluctuates. They're very different. They're not all painted the same way. Um or they're a different style or whatever. So it's kind of crazy because sometimes, you know, that's why I think sometimes buy it nows are really good because sometimes um you don't know like for me I may paint a baby one way this time, I might paint a baby another way this time, and that might not be your favorite paint style of mine. Like you might like my work but that's not the one that you the way you love when I do this thing or that thing. So it's, you know, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked what is a good doll show to attend. Oh, Mariah Daniels Nursey said she would like to explore. I've only been to, yeah, a lot of people says that the Kansas show. I always personally feel like when I look at the show and when people doing the videos, I always feel like that show is like I will understand why they go other than to see the
Speak it.
collectors.
Speak.
Oh,
But
It's fun. It's
but
country. I love it,
everybody,
and we have
yes,
so much fun in Kansas.
yes, but a lot of people actually actually a lot of people go to it and they love it. So I'm like, maybe I need to experience it one
I
time.
love
mm-hmm.
it.
Um, but for me, despite me not particularly caring for some of the things that happens and go behind the scenes, and if I just take out of personal preferences and things out of that, Dolls of the World has been my favorite. That hotel actually, I wanted to go this year at one point just because I really just wanted to be at the hotel. I enjoyed the hotel right there by the mall too, and it was just the hotel just made me feel like I don't know. I like hotels,
I'm
but
glad they changed the hotel because that hotel that they had the year that I went,
you sweat
where
your
the air
little
broke.
lashes off.
Yeah,
That's the year I went. Oh my gosh.
disgusting.
When the AC was a mess. Oh,
Ooh,
I
that's
was ready
not
to go.
cool.
My
Um,
God.
I'll be
It was
attending
not
my
fun.
first doll show next year, though.
which
I
one
didn't
you
even
gonna
want to
go
look
to?
at the
You gonna go to
tables.
Yofia or
I'm gonna be at the West
California?
Coast Doll Show.
You
I
gonna go
already
West
got my
Coast?
tickets for it.
I
Oh,
I'm gonna be
oh
looking for
good.
you.
West
Oh, you
Coast.
gonna be there
Oh,
too?
I think
I
my
already did
husband is
my
like,
ticket too.
girl,
I
my
got my
Yeah,
ticket.
husband
it'll be my very first one.
That man probably wondering what you doing
I
up
will
in
be
here with that
looking.
thing under your shirt.
I know.
Golly.
No,
No, he's
I
sick of you.
recorded him when I first came down the stairs. I recorded him like with this thing on. He's like, I know you like.
I know he's sick of you.
Now he's standing at the door talking, looking at me like, girl, if you don't get to bed, he has to be up at like 3 in the morning to go
Oh,
to work. But I really been on here a long time though, for real. I'm coming for real. Like five. the
Yeah.
way, the way. See, if you had your shirt on, I would have flipped this camera on you.
that's
But
why
Tell him
you
to
I
go
don't
put
want.
won't
on
do
a
this.
shirt so you can flip the camera.
Huh?
Um,
Tell him to go
tell
put
him
on a
my
shirt
husband's in the room too. Tell
So
him my
I go
husband's
put
in
on
the
a
room
shirt so
too.
you can
So you
flip
can flip the camera because I'm nosy.
Ain't we
I'm
all?
like,
That's
he's
why
just
we
sitting there
Lolas,
looking at me
because we
like,
all nosy.
what? Don't
I forgot someone asked did I have a YouTube channel? I do not have a YouTube channel, honey. I love being a lurker.
Me
And
too.
on Hotland. Okay, both of us. We have no YouTube channel. We
He
love
said,
being
did y'all
lurkers.
hear him? He said,
Yep.
bye, family.
He said what?
He said, bye, family.
We ain't family because we don't know him. We ain't never seen him.
Look, she talking about you're not family because they don't know him because she talking about flip the camera. I can't flip the camera.
Yeah, you don't come in here when there's
Y'all let me
Lolas on
try to
the
get to
call.
this screen and get to my husband. Let me. I can't even. I don't want to show my face right now because stop making me act like a little schoolgirl. Go. You're supposed to be mean.
My God.
Lord, that man look good. But yeah, child, yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna have to go.
I love that for you.
We gotta go make another Houston. No.
Ain't you tired?
Oh gosh. But was the last question? I'm gonna go.
About the doll shows.
Oh,
Oh,
the the West. I don't know. I haven't the new shows. I don't know what they're gonna be like. Like I feel like that's gonna be like. She said, if you're not an alternative doll collector, what type of alternative doll would make you change your mind? I saw Giggle Bite Robot, and I have to have it.
a mermaid.
Giggle
I
Bite.
love
Yeah, there's a
mermaids.
robot called Giggle Bite.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love
mermaid.
the mermaid. Yeah,
I love a mermaid.
Listen, the way she painted my little elf boy, people don't even realize he got dang alternative.
I love him. He was so that sculpt is so cute.
Is that the one
Mateo.
that glow? That's the one that glow?
Yeah, I
No,
tried to
my
wait.
baby that
No, that
glows
was
Nova.
oh yeah, Nova with the glow baby.
Okay.
That's she my oldest baby in my entire collection. I had her when I was still
No,
active
she's
duty.
talking about the one
No,
when
no,
I
no.
tried to experiment with the glow and I did the glow
On
in
the
the mouth.
ears?
Oh
Wasn't
no,
it
no,
like on
no.
the
That's a
ears and the
different
mouth?
baby. That's a
Oh, okay.
That's
tinier
a
baby.
different baby though.
Oh, okay.
That was another elf, but this one got elf ears, but he looks more human.
He's a cuddle baby though.
But
I Mateo.
I would say a monkey.
See, I want
Is
Star
that not
Trek.
that's
Can
an
you stop?
alternative,
Can
isn't
you
it?
stop
Oh,
with the
monkey
monkeys?
too. I like
Stop
the
with
Is
the
it
monkey.
okay
monkeys.
if I show
That's
him
enough.
Serenity?
That's
I would
enough.
like a monkey too.
We had enough with the monkeys.
Yeah.
You
I don't
bought
have
the
one in my
monkey
collection.
last
Well, I
I
do.
won't
time.
show him
I
if
have
you don't want
Ashley
me to
Drake.
show him.
I have
Go
Ashley
ahead.
Drake.
Go.
Ashton Drake is fine. You know.
That's him. He's a cuddle.
Oh, he's a
But
cutie. He's a little
he
pouty
got elf.
guy.
He's a cuddle baby. And the thing about that cuddle that I like, see, he got the ears. The
Yep.
Ooh, I
thing
can make
that
him
I
a
like
Trekkie.
about
I
that
can make him
cuddle,
a Vulcan.
I like him because he has a neck.
Yeah,
Oh,
he do got a neck.
See his neck?
Yeah.
what you trying to say? These cuddles don't be having necks.
No,
Some don't. Some don't.
No.
you didn't
Now I'm
realize my
trying to
Jen didn't
remember.
have a neck.
Do my son have a neck? I'm trying to remember. Does he have a neck? Does Jet have a
Some
neck?
don't.
You didn't realize Jen didn't have a
Not
neck.
I don't
My Jen is a cuddle.
Oh no, Jet. My Jet.
she has
No,
she has jet. But
yeah,
I don't
but I had Jen on, like I was showing Jen. She didn't have a neck.
I don't
Oh,
think
My
that
Jen is a
has
cuddle.
a
What?
real neck
I'm
either.
slow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, but he
They
do
are
got a
very.
neck. He got a very visible neck.
Okay, neck. Okay, necklace.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah, he got a neck, baby. He got a neck. Um,
Mhm.
I'm trying to think what other alternative baby that. Oh, I know which one that I want real bad is
What?
what is that movie? You know what
Don't
I'm
you
saying?
want an avatar?
The
Yes,
Avatar.
Avatar. I
I
Oh
want
want
that.
an
yeah, you've been wanting an
Avatar,
avatar for a
and
minute.
then I want to get my Vulcan. I want to get a Vulcan, and I want to get Avatar
I
What
want an
is a
Avatar, and
Vulcan?
I want the belly to
from
glow.
Star
Yeah,
Trek.
you know
It's
what?
a Star Trek
Yeah,
Ah,
movie.
he
okay.
So
could be
he's
a
kind of
Okay.
Vulcan.
he could be a Vulcan. So that's like
He
he's
so
somewhat
can.
like that.
Right.
So that's what I
Yeah.
want.
I
Okay,
want a
but I
That's on my
gotta
mermaid.
little
go be a
bucket list.
stripper, so I gotta go. I mean, wife.
What?
Wow.
Girl, I heard that. I heard you.
I'm like, wait,
You
what?
ain't have to just breeze past that.
Y'all know I have to say something crazy, girl. I'm about to go in here and go right to sleep.
Mm, 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 mm.
It's okay. We're all
But yeah,
adults.
but it's been nice. We have to do more live streams. I'm trying to get to a place where I can do them every week, but it just be so hard because these grandkids they be attacking me. We
Hey,
took
we
them
got
to
a
the
lot
zoo
We
coming.
yesterday,
do.
and it
Change
was
the locks, girl. Just change the locks.
oh
It
my
be
gosh,
her kids be dropping the babies off.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what
here
I'm
you go,
saying. Change the
grandma.
lock.
it was so hot yesterday. We took them to the zoo and Jay was like, Nana, we didn't even feed the giraffes. I was like, baby, listen, we this too much heat. We're gonna have to come in the fall time because this too much. We was
Oh yeah,
I
it's
pouring
hot
feel
right
down
like
now.
sweat.
that.
It's
Like
hot.
I'm gonna upload in the membership. I'm gonna upload a little bit of the little clips of us at the zoo.
Okay.
There you go.
But yeah, it was funny. Those kids, and then that little girl of mine, that Audrey, my firstborn grandchild, that girl, baby, she need her own channel. That girl talked the whole time, like she didn't get tired. She had something to say about her. And Bryson, why would you want to share your
Oh,
tablet with me when I already have one? That doesn't make sense. And
she said what she said.
yeah, she be leaving me messages like, and this wasn't of an importance or something. Like, I'm like, who is teaching these kids? Like, what are you, Nana? That wasn't of importance.
Yeah, her time is very, very precious.
Hmm.
Yeah, and yeah,
Yeah, that's my
Bryson
oldest
knows every.
nephew.
He knows every dinosaur and what they eat and what type of habitat they live in and the environment and this and he'll say, "Oh, that's not really a real one. That never existed. That's a fiction. Like that one, they just made it up for the cartoon." I'm like, okay,
He's like, well, you can't trick him.
yeah, like I'm not that dumb. I mean, kind of, but
Yeah.
don't point it out.
Mhm. I will say the last thing that I'm gonna say about the about like the doll shows is that I've been to Dolls of the World, and as you know, we've been to IDTS, which is no more. But I really, really want to go to one of those European shows.
Oh yes, I would love to do one of the
I
European.
want to go to one of the shows in the UK or the one that's usually kept in Germany. Because I'm like, either way, I got to get on the plane, honey. I might as well go somewhere that I don't go often, or
Yes,
that
I would
I've
love to
never
go one of
been.
those.
Only
I
Right.
thing
don't
I
care
say,
that it's
baby,
in
is just make
California
sure
with me.
that you send me all types of air hugs before you go. Because if you can't come back to the U.S. when you get
Why
over
would
there,
I not be able to come back?
they might not let you. They might want to keep you. You're just that great.
Hey, as long as it's
Why
Europe.
you ain't never lied? I
If
never
it's
thought about it
Europe,
like that.
as long as it's Europe, you know.
Not
I
long as it's
mean,
Europe. Okay, but for real, let me go because this is gonna be
that
weird.
man trying to go
You
to
got that ring on
sleep.
it. You got that ring on it. You better listen.
Look, let me take my belly off.
Oh, just put it to the side. You'll be all right.
No, I came downstairs like this, and he was like, "I know you lying." Like,
That
because at first he was like, "What?" I
that
was like,
belly look like
"I'm
you
gonna
got it from
lie."
Hobby Lobby.
Oh my god,
Oh
yeah.
lordy, I'm
Don't
gonna do
judge
my
me.
boyfriend like that. I'm gonna just come out with a belly.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
get
that's
you
one of your
one.
dolls, right? You'll be like, that's one of your dolls.
Yeah,
Did
you
you
That's
got
see
gonna
that
be my
video?
indicator that I got a baby on the way.
Did you guys see a video of like all those friends who went to like a brunch? It was like a pregnant brunch. None of them wasn't pregnant. Okay. They
Tabitha
all
did
wore
that.
pregnant bellies to a brunch. And people were so nice. And this lady turned around, this older woman turned around and was talking to them. I was like, oh, you guys are friends. That's so sweet. That's so cute. And she was like, she said something like, oh, yeah, my name is Sherry. And she was like, oh my God, your name is Sherry? That's what I'm naming the baby. It was
That's
the
so wrong.
cutest conversation and also the most deceptive thing that I've ever seen, but it was very cute. It was funny. It was
Tabitha
Yeah.
funny.
wore Tabitha,
But
my daughter
let's be for
wore
real. That's how it is when you go out with these dolls.
she wore my belly
That's true.
out with one of
Oh,
her friends. They were having girls' night. She wore it out for like reaction or whatever. But she said nobody really questioned it. But she was like, but I did like that I was getting like special treatment and it was like me skip lines and stuff. I was like, she was like, this might work. I was like, you know what? Don't do it. Like, but
Stop
she
it.
Yeah.
wore
Yeah.
the belly out. She literally wore it out for reactions and see how different it was. But guess what? Then she ended up getting pregnant for real.
there you
See?
Oh,
go.
yikes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
She
had
helped
my
her body
baby
to get it
like
together.
I had my baby in
Manifesting.
a carrier strapped to my chest, and people let me cut in line because I had a little itty bitty baby.
Oh,
Yeah, we definitely gotta do this again. I am, but before we go really quick, I promise. Okay, for real. I am really excited. Just to say what I'm working on. I'm working on two babies. Um and I usually work on three, but I'm not. I'm working on the vinyl in between. So if you're in the membership and you see like a gap in between this, because I'm only working on the vinyl in between because I was rooting Kobe, and then so I finished rooting Kobe, but I'm also painting um a what is that baby name? Olive, and that's my second time painting that kid. And I'm also painting the micro creamy, and they're both like uh custom orders. So, and y'all know I don't do customs that often. So, I'm like really trying to concentrate, but I'm having fun, so much fun, like painting again. So that's really exciting. And I'm excited. I'm actually back to like really enjoying collecting and like dressing my babies and all that stuff again. So I don't know. I'm excited, but I've been trying to pick a blank kit to buy, and I'm all over the place, and I can't decide. Like I've been going back and forth on. So I might in the membership, I might post like 3 or 4 of the picture choices, and y'all help me
Oh, that'd be
decide
fun.
which one I should paint on for
Mhm.
whatever. Because I've been going back and forth, and the prices are about the same for the kits for the most part. Even I noticed like one of the sculptors is starting to kind of slightly go up on her prices, and I ain't mad at it because I love her work, and I think she
Mm.
deserves to be making what these other people making, so I can't be mad at it. But I'm like, girl, don't do too much now. Go
Take it
gradually,
slow.
take it
Take it
slow,
slow.
because like let ease me into it because I've been used to like these really good prices, but I noticed like it's a slight increase, but it's okay. Um,
Mhm.
because
It's society.
yeah, and they
It's
deserve
the
it.
economy too. It's
Also her
so hard
work
right
has been
now.
getting better. She's been doing more into her work, and she's adding more features to her work too. So she, yeah, it's she's
That's
definitely,
somebody that you've painted their work before, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's what happens though. That's what happens when you start painting people work. And I'm not just saying that to say that, honey.
I'm
But
gonna go
that's what
Oh,
see
happens.
it,
it.
there's been evidence.
Whether you start collecting it, whether you start painting it,
Yes.
that's what happens. And
But
like you said, they deserve it, you know.
yeah, yeah.
But
But
you do that
it
to
sucks
yourself.
when
How about that?
look, it sucks when I get ready to go back and buy, and then I can't afford it no more because it's like now they're all popular.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now they don't
You
need
gotta
you no
go get
more.
it
Get out of here.
secondhand, like people be having to do with your babies.
yeah, it's like, oh my gosh. But I'd be happy to see it though. I'd be like, okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Or like even sometimes people that don't like me, they'll go paint the doll just because they want to show that they can do it better than me. And I'm like, girl, I am doing my job. I am so pleased. Like
Man.
I want a lot of people to
I
have
ain't seen
like
that happen yet.
it is fun. It is fun, like to like, especially like when some of us have like we have like the twin cousins and stuff going on. Every now and then I have that happen because I really like a sculpt and I painted twice. But yeah, I was
Oh,
planning on having a twin cousin. Well, not really the same sculpt with Summer, but I couldn't get the Joanna K promised me and then she lied. But anyway,
we had twin
but
cousins.
but so I didn't end up getting the sculpt, but I Summer really liked that sculpt.
I
It was
did.
more of her dream baby than mine. And I
Yeah.
like the sculpt too, but I wanted the other one. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I'm gonna
Oh
do it.
Lord.
Yeah.
Riri, you gonna bring Solomon to the show?
I'm trying to get her baby. Like,
I do
I'm
not
not.
bring dolls
I'm
to
not
shows.
I
stealing
was just
them. I
gonna
just
say,
want to see
honestly,
them.
I think the next time I go to the show, I'm either gonna just bring one baby or I'm not gonna bring none at all. Cause that
I don't bring dolls. I've
I
seen when I my
brought
very first
one
show when I
usually.
saw people attack other people, like just grab people dolls, and I'm standing there like, you will
Oh,
not
honey, they
touch
ain't
my
never did
doll.
that to me, honey. They said I
Oh,
was mean. Like, didn't they say I was mean because I wouldn't?
I was
They said I
shocked.
wouldn't let people hold my baby. I was like, that's crazy
Oh,
because
you're right. You're smart.
I got this is my money that I paid for this. This is my paycheck. This is my blood,
Just
sweat,
like
and tears.
you don't let everybody hold your real baby. Why you gonna let everybody hold your
I
doll?
was shocked. And it
yeah,
was like people weren't even
exactly.
asking. I was seeing people just snatching, like just
Could
grabbing
be
dolls, and I'm
me.
just standing there like, oh,
Ain't
Ironically,
nobody
it
gonna
was
snatch
people
my
saying,
baby.
and the irony, people who were saying this were people who never approached me. They just
oh my
saw
goodness.
me and said that I looked, I mean, for whatever reason. Girl, they probably thought I was uppity.
And
Um,
she not mean, she just direct.
And
Exactly.
ironically,
And
the
that's
people
not
who
me.
did ask, no, but the people who did ask, I absolutely allowed them to hold,
Yep.
to hold the
Yeah,
doll
you
and,
gotta ask
stuff
first.
like that. And one person was like, oh my God, like I thought that you wouldn't allow me. And I'm like, why would I allow you? I don't know you. Like, but if you approached me and you ask and we're in this setting and it's appropriate, then absolutely. But it would be
Yeah.
weird if I went up to you and say, hey, you want to hold my baby? Like, that's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like who does that? But
Oh,
yeah,
just
okay,
grab. Let me
guys.
see.
I love y'all and all that great stuff.
Yes.
And we're gonna talk
Yes.
later, but I'm gonna go because
Don't lie to us. Get out.
I'm appalled. But that's okay, honey. I'm gonna go where I'm loved and celebrated.
Oh,
Period.
we just know you. Don't you be quiet.
Shut up. Okay. All right.
So same time next week.
Yes. Let's make it a date.
I love how you lie to
Have a
me.
good night. Have a good
Good
night.
night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
This was fun.
How do I leave?